push this forward. We'll sing the second. We'll sing this second song in the series of Gopinath. Hare Krishna. गोपीनाथ घुचाओ संसार ज्वाला, घुचाओ संसार ज्वाला। जन्म मरण माला, जन्म मरण माला। जन्म मरण माला। गोपीनाथ আমি তো কামের দাস, আমি তো কামের দাস। विषय वासना जागिছে হৃদয়ে, विषय वासना जागिছে হৃদয়ে, ফাড়িছে कर्म फासा, ফাড়িছে कर्म फासा, ফাড়িছে कर्म फासा, हरिचे करम आसा। गोपीनाथ कबे वा जागिब आमी, कबे वा जागिब आमी। कामरूप आरी दूरे तुम्हारे छाड़िया संसार भजिनो, तुम्हारे छाड़िया भूलिया आपन धन, भूलिया अपना धन। गोपीनाथ तुम्ही तो सकली जानो, तुम्ही तो सकली जानो। अपनार जाने दंडिया एक खाना, श्री चरणे देहो स्थान, श्री चरणे देहो स्थान। गोपीनाथ यही की विचारत बा, यही की विचारत बा। विमुख देखिया छाड़ो निज जाने, विमुख न करो करुणा लाभा, न करो करुणा लाभा। गोपीनाथ আমি তো মূর্খ আতি, আমি তো মূর্খ আতি। किसे भालो হয় कभू ना भोजिनो, ताई है न मम गति, ताई है न मम गति। गोपीनाथ তুমি তো পণ্ডিত বড়, তুমি তো পণ্ডিত বড়। মুঠের মঙ্গল তুমি অন্বেষিবে, ये दासे ना भावो पारा, ये दासे ना भावो पारा। गोपीनाथ बुझाओ संसार ज्वाला, बुझाओ संसार ज्वाला। अविद्या जाताना अरुणाही साहे अविद्या जाताना जनम मरण माला जनम मरण माला जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे राधा जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे राधा Radhe. The meaning of the song is, O Gopinath, please remove the torment of worldly existence. I can no longer tolerate the pain of ignorance and the repeated succession of births and deaths. O Gopinath, indeed I am a servant of lust. Worldly desires are awakening in my heart, and thus the noose of fruity work is beginning to tighten. O Gopinath, when will I wake up and abandon afar this enemy of lust? And when will you manifest yourself in my heart? And when will you manifest yourself in my heart? O Gopinath, I am your devotee, but having abandoned you and thus having forgotten my real treasure, I have worshipped this mundane world. O Gopinath, you know everything. Now, having punished your servant, please give him a place at your lotus feet. O Gopinath, is this your judgment that seeing me averse to you, you abandon your servant and don't bestow even a particle of mercy upon him? O Gopinath, I am certainly very foolish, and I have never known what is good for me. Therefore, such is my condition. O Gopinath, you are indeed the wisest person. Please look for a way to bring about auspiciousness for this fool, and please do not consider this servant as an outsider. शिल भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे All ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Welcome to our morning discussion, the continuation of the six Anarthas. Yesterday evening we discussed illusion, moha. So the moha leads to ignorance, lack of knowledge. So that's why one should gain knowledge from the spiritual master, the pure devotees. We should gain knowledge from pure devotees. One should make sure that one is reading Srila Prabhupada's books, who is pure devotee, an eternal associate of the Lord, Senapati Bhakta, as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Sri Chaitanya Mangal. Mora Senapati Bhakta, Jaibe Tatha. Papi, Papi Chhadi Swadesh, something like that. Jai Anya Desh. If the sinful people give up their country and go to other countries, Mora Senapati Bhakta Jaibe Tathai. My Senapati Bhakta will go and catch them there and give them Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's own words in Chaitanya Mangal by Srila Lochan Das Thakur. So Prabhupada's potency, purity is quite realizable for by all of us. We can see. Hmm. So all glories to everybody else, but no match with Prabhupada. So one must read Prabhupada books daily, 1 to 2 hours minimum. Then he will remove all our ignorance. Just like yesterday we discussed that. Tirthayatra parishrama kevala manera brahma. All your desires to go to this holy place, that holy place, all will be destroyed by Prabhupada. And so many other things he says. Shadiya Vaishnava Seva Nistara Paichekyaba. Giving up the service to Vaishnavas, how would you be delivered? Impossible. Forget it. You may be a very smart fellow, knowing this skill, that talent, and many other expertise. No use. Without serving Vaishnavas, one cannot get delivered. Similarly, Ashrayalaya Bhaje, Tare Krishna Nahi Tyaje. One who takes shelter of Krishna through devotees, Guru, and worships the Lord, to him Krishna does not give up. Like that, so many very essential points, and from Bhagavatam, etc., also he stresses so many things. Like Soham Katham no Visruje Tava Bhrutya Sevam in the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. And how he highlights that service to the spiritual master is the topmost thing. Prahlad Maharaj, even though Lord is present in front of him, he says, how can I give up my service to my spiritual master Narad Muni, who delivered me from cycle of birth and death? Prabhupada, one can learn the topmost, finest aspects of spiritual life from Prabhupada, which one may not be able to know clearly by reading so many other literatures within ISKCON also. Prabhupada is genius in that. One cannot have any illusion if one reads Prabhupada books daily, at least for 1 hour. Then hearing from spiritual master also. Okay, so today morning we'll discuss on mother, that is pride. So mud also makes one blinded. It's an intoxication. Mud also means intoxication. Madira. It intoxicates one. Like that, one's subtle body gets intoxicated. False ego. One gets blinded. That is called a madandha. Hmm. If you see mother, if you write in English MAD, let's say, so it is mad. So mother makes one mad fellow. So mad in contact with material nature. This mother is identified or is indicated by I, pride. I. So this is ahankar. Just like mamakar is lobha, greed, my, my car, my house, my money, my talents. So that all that my that is mamakar, lobha. Like that ahankar is represented by this pride. I becomes very prominent. One is very proud of himself. That is all ignorance. Ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. He thinks I am the doer. What, you fool, rascal? Without Krishna providing the facilities, resources, what can you do? Just like I'm speaking now, Krishna has given vocal cords. They are functioning properly. That's why some sound is coming. And then there is amplifier, microphone sound system that amplifies. Then many can hear also. So what is our thing? Ours is only desire. We possess only one thing. We have control over only one thing, desire. So I desire to glorify Krishna now. And rest all the things are taken care by Krishna. Even the intelligence, mattah smritir, jnanam, apahanam cha. Now, otherwise, I can speak, So, Lord Brahma came and met Narendra Modi, and they decided to destroy Japan, and then they danced on the uh, Indian Ocean. Hey, ये क्या पागलपन है? हाँ, Lord Brahma came and met Narendra Modi, and they decided to destroy Japan, and they both dance on the Indian Ocean. इसका क्या कुछ मतलब निकलता है क्या? So this can be spoken if you have gone crazy. But by Krishna's grace, I have not gone that crazy. So intelligence is functioning properly, to great extent. May not be 100%, but so we are not the doers. Otherwise, you will speak like that. You go to lunatic asylum and see there what he speaks. The fellows there. I am Narendra Modi. Somebody say I am Sachin Tendulkar. Somebody says salute because both of you are great souls. Crazy fellows. So we have to know that this I is very dangerous. Srimati Kunti Devi says, Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shribhir Yedamana Puman Naiva Arhati Adhipitatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. So she says, Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shribhi. These four things are very dangerous if one doesn't have devotional service and thereby the humility. Each one can make one so proud, Janma, birth in high family. Mm. So one can think, oh, I'm so great because I'm born in so and so, like Trivedis, Dvivedis, Chaturvedis. I think you must be having in UP. So their ancestors, whatever their names and surnames, but because they knew two Vedas, they were given the title Dvivedi. Somebody knew three Vedas, they were given the title Trivedi. Somebody knew all four Vedas, they were given the title Chaturvedi. And so it became kind of surname eventually. And it is coming now. Anup Dvivedi, Vijay Trivedi, and Ajay Chaturvedi. The fellow hopefully knows the names of four Vedas. Acha, acha, like that. We are Chaturvedis, but I never thought that we are supposed to know Vedas. By the way, what are the names of the four Vedas? So you should not be foolish like that. So Janma can make one very proud. Aishwarya, so much of opulence, like Nalakuer Manigriv, so much of opulence was there. So that blinded them, and they got elevated to the position of next to the Kailas, Lord Shiva's place, and they were enjoying. One goes to Ganges to get purified. These fellows in Ganges were drinking wine and with naked women having sports. How much degradation can take place because of the opulence, pride that comes from opulence. So Narad Muni then had to deliver them because what to do? Pride has to be smashed. It's like a bloated balloon. So you have to puncture it so it becomes very humble, like that. So Janma Aishwarya Shruta, one's intelligence, Kesho Kashmiri. He thought himself so great and he was so proud. He came and he challenged so many people, so many kings became subordinate to him after getting their ministers defeated by this Kesho Kashmiri. They became his disciple, they gave half of his kingdom, they gave chariots, they gave horses, camels, elephants, and so many of the ministers also became disciples. They are all walking with him as if he is the king only. Generally, king never walks alone. So many others are walking with him. So Kesho Kashmiri, though a Brahmin, but so much pride when he walks on the road, kings are walking with him, who are his disciples, ministers who are his disciples, they are walking. The chariots are going, the elephants, and all that. And in front of them, there is a donkey there who thinks, I am great soul. So that pride is not acceptable by the Lord. That's why when the students of Nimai Pandit told that Guruji, you know what? What? There is a great scholar named Digvijay Pandit. He has come to Navadvip with the sole purpose of defeating all the high learned scholars of Navadvip and to establish that he is really Digvijay. He has conquered all the 10 directions. Then the way the boys told, then Mahaprabhu understood that his fellow is very proud. So Mahaprabhu says one very nice verse. You can repeat after me. Phalavanta vruksha ara गुणवंत जन नम्रता से तहारा स्वभाव अनुक्षण. The tree is laden with nice ripe fruits and people with very nice good qualities. Namrata, humility, is there, continuous characteristic. नम्रता से तहार स्वभाव अनुक्षण, क्षण after क्षण, moment after moment, moment after moment, every moment, all the time they are very humble. Those who are led, those who are filled with nice good qualities. So one should not be proud of his scholarship. Janma Aishwarya Shruta and Shribhi. Shri means the bodily beauty. One may be very proud, and then we see also sometimes then they lose beauty also. Because of their pride. They may, just like this. Who was that? I think that Sudar. What is his name? Sudarshan. Sudarshan. Yeah, Sudarshan, I think. The one who came as Python and he was engulfing Nanda Maharaj. Mm. So he was very beautiful. He was some Gandharva, but then he laughed at some sage or somebody, seeing his uh, what you call, maybe Ashtavakra Muni or somebody who had bent in his body. So he said, "Okay, you also become crooked like a snake." And then that snake came eventually, tried to, he gulped down Nanda Maharaj to some extent. Nanda Maharaj shouted, come, save, save. Then all the Brajasis came, they were beating that snake. He was not leaving Nanda Maharaj. Then Nanda Maharaj called out, Krishna. Then Krishna came and just touched him with his foot. Immediately the snake disappeared and became very beautiful Gandharva. And then Krishna inquires, who are you and what happened? Then he says, how I was proud of mm, my intelligence and all the my beauty, and then I insulted some sage and I lost my beauty. I became a snake now. So they say pride comes before a fall. So anybody who is proud, we can know he is going to fall down. In fact, pride in itself is fall down, but subtle. It's a subtle fall down, and what follows is just a detail. It's a gross fall down. Gross fall down, the whole world sees. Subtle fall down, not many can see. Only our superiors can see. That's why devotees need to be associating with their superiors. Superiors can clearly see this fellow is very proud. He needs to be corrected. He needs to be smashed. His pride needs to be smashed. Just like Indra was not in touch with Krishna. Rather, on the contrary, he is blaming Krishna. Oh, Vachalam, Balisham, Stabdam, Agyaha, Pandita Maninaha. Vachalam, this is very talkative boy. He's telling to Nanda Maharaj, why we should offer all these foodstuffs to this fellow, Indra? What kind of. You are saying that he is so much favoring us by giving water. But he's so foolish, he's pouring water on the ocean. So much water there, what is the need of water there? So why is he pouring? Is he favoring the ocean? Krishna is very smart. So he speaks in such a way. Nanda Baba is also not able to think properly. So Vachalam, Balisham, he is very ignorant. He's a kid. Stabdam, he is very arrogant. Who is arrogant? Indra is arrogant or Krishna is arrogant? He's saying Krishna is arrogant. Stabdam, Achalam, Balisham, Stabdam, Agya. He is a fool. He doesn't know anything. How this is very important. The puja should be offered to me. Agya Pandita Marina, and he thinks himself a great scholar. Hmm. So let us now show him a good lesson. And then he sends Samvartak cloud. That's not the time. What kind of administrator he is? He doesn't know only which service to provide at what time. This is the time for providing Samvartak clouds. Samvartak clouds are at the end of the creation when the destruction takes place. And this fellow in the middle, in the maintenance only is doing. So you can see how he is not doing his service properly. Whenever one becomes proud, there will be disturbances in his service. He will twist, he will so make everything topsy turvy. That is maintenance phase going on, and he is using destructive Samvartak clouds. And then Krishna, in order to teach him a good lesson, he lifted Govardhan hill. 7 days, 7 nights, continuous feast for the eyes, for the nose, for the ears, for the tongue and the skin and mind of all the Vrajavasis. Krishna was ecstatic, Vrajavasis were ecstatic. All the devotees in different rasas who would be sometime or the other lamenting that, oh, I don't have association of Krishna. Daytime, Yashodamai would say, oh, Krishna is going to forest. I won't be able to see him. Gopis also would be in separation. And in evening hours, the Gopas would be in separation. Oh, now Krishna has entered Nanda Bhavan. We cannot enter now. We'll have to bear the separation all through the night. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll have his association. And then Gopis are hankering, they get his association only in the night. So everybody was getting Krishna association sometime or the other, not all the time. But in when Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill, everybody got for all the time. So Krishna, after putting that Govardhan Hill down, then when Indra approaches him with humility, Krishna tells him, Mam Aishwarya Shri Madandho Dandapanim na Pashyati Tam Bhrashyami Sampadbhyo Yasya cha Ichhami Anugraham. Mam Aishwaryam Shri Madandho. My opulence, one who does not see Shri Madandho. So he gets blinded by his pride. Dandapanim na Pashyati. He doesn't see my hand that chastises everyone in the creation. He is referring to Indra only here. Tam Brashayami. I make him fall down. Sampadbhyo, from his all the opulences. Yasya cha Ichhami Anugraham. That I do to one upon whom I shower my mercy, causeless mercy. So Krishna told very clearly to Indra that he is not doing well. He did not do properly. And Krishna smashed his pride, false pride, not him. Everywhere else we'll find, killing Aghasur, killing Bakasur, all the chapters named. But subduing Kaliya, and also for Indra, it is, what is that chapter name? Something, whatever. Manharan, removing the pride of Indra. Because Indra is a devotee. So devotee may become proud sometimes of his abilities. Prabhupada already said, do not be proud of borrowed plumes. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Upadhyaya Upadesh tells the story that one, what is that, frog in the forest, he got 1 rupee coin. So he became very proud. He sat on it. Yeah, now I am the king of entire forest. All these poverty-stricken, poor jungle animals, nobody has any money. I have 1 rupee coin. I am the richest person in the whole jungle, richest animal. So I am the king of the entire jungle. So as a king, he is waiting for subjects, but there is no subjects only. So anyway, exactly that was the pathway of one elephant who every day would go by that pathway to one nearby pond to take bath. So that day also that elephant came, coming very slowly, like this, moving his head like that. So then as soon as he came closer, then immediately this king of all and jungle animals, by possessing 1 rupee coin, sitting on that, whatever you call, simhasan of 1 rupee coin, he said, you rascal, get out of my way. And who is in whose way? So that elephant did not even hear, because his pick of top of his voice is not here, not audible for him. It's coming and on, coming, and he's shouting, "You get off out of my way! I am ordering you. I am the king." The elephant did not. So he went. Fortunately, because the legs are on this side and this side, so this fellow was in the middle, so did not get crushed. Otherwise, there only all chutney. But anyway, the elephant went little ahead, but then he stopped because he got the nature's call. So his tail went little up and stool came out. Because elephant is huge size, the sizable stool came out and it came exactly fell on this fellow. Thak! And that became the samadhi of this king of all the animals in the jungle on that 1 rupee coin only. The end. And the elephant went ahead. Without his knowledge, the elephant smashed that fellow. Not even elephant, his stool only. So one should not be proud. Pride leads to fall down or even death also. In pride, one may speak some very abusive words. He may become angry on others and he may speak very harsh words. And then he can be having broken bones. Our tongue doesn't have bones, but it has the ability to break our bones. So that origin is in pride also. It is in anger also. When lust is not fulfilled, one will become angry and then one will say some wrong words and he will get beaten up. But in pride also, like so many cases we see people speaking. So that is not good. So this I is not good. When Kanakadas once was asked by his god brothers in the Gurukul that one person said, one Brahmin, they are Brahmin boy, so I will definitely go back to Godhead, like that. So the other said, yeah, I will also be going like that. They are very proud of their scholarship and all that. So then Kanakdas, because they were friends, god brothers, and he said, no, you will not go back to Godhead. Vaikuntha is not your cup of tea. And he told him also, no, you will not go. And he said, what nonsense? Then they asked, what about him, third fellow? No, he will also not go back to God. And what about this fourth fellow? No, he will also not. No, so then they said, what about our Guru Maharaj? So they brought the case to Guru first, and then said, Guru Maharaj, this fellow is saying that he will not go back to God, he will not go, he will not go, like that, he's a very proud fellow. So uh, then the Guru asked, what about me, Kanak Das? Will I go back to God? He said, Guru Maharaj, I'm sorry to say, but you will also not go back to God. And he, what? ये तो हाइट हो गया बाकी चेले पहले ठीक है या हम तो गुरु है. So then he said, okay, you think I also cannot go back to garden, what about you? Will you go back home, back to garden? So then Kanak Das says his famous statement, if I can go, I may go. If I can go, then I may go. Second sentence reveals his humility. I may go. Definitely one will go. If I can go from his existence. I did this. I gave those sermons. I delivered him. And I distributed thousands of books. And I did this. So much I. So if I can go, I may. I will definitely go. But in his humility saying, if I can go from my life, then I may go. Understood, na? How many of you did not understand? Everybody understood. I did not understand. I'm just वो चलेगा इधर ह्यूमिलिटी आएगा कि मैं इतना फूल हूँ कि मुझे समझा ही नहीं क्या आपने बताया. इतना आया आया हो गया. दिन भर तो आया ही करता रहता हूँ मैं, लेकिन आपने इतने आए बोल दिए अभी, मेरे दिमाग में कुछ भी नहीं घुसा. So here it will be nice to ask, no, Prabhu, I did not understand. Revealing one's foolishness. But don't worry, if you understood, keep it with you. No need to unnecessarily show false humility. So Indra also other time when Brihaspati came to his kingdom court, then he was surrounded. If you see the description in Bhagavatam, he was sitting in the middle, and all the other demigods like Agni, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, they were all sitting. So it was as appearing according to Bhagavatam, like Indra is like the moon, and other demigods are like the stars. In the middle of the stars, there is moon, or moon surrounded by stars. So naturally, it leads to pride. You understand? You're just like if you go in a meeting, you are sitting, and around you there is Narendra Modi, and then the uh, president of India, and the finance minister, and irrigation department. They are sitting, and you are sitting in the middle. Certainly, you are proud, isn't it? And photos are being clicked, video shooting, and all. And Bisleri water is given, and snacks is provided, and they are also humbly asking you how to get delivered from the cycle of birth and death. Yes, I will reveal. Like that. So one will be very proud. So Indra certainly was extremely proud due to his great opulence. So he offended Brahaspati by neither rising from his seat, not offering any seat to Brahaspati either. Nor did he even speak some welcoming words. At least one should say, no, welcome, Gurudev, have a seat, all that, isn't it? When a guest comes, what are we supposed to do? We should welcome. If you see in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 10th canto, when Krishna went to Mithila, he had two devotees there. One was one Brahmin named uh, Shrutadev, and one was a king, Bahulashva. Two great devotees of the Lord in same Mithila Nagari only. So then Krishna thought two devotees are there, so I should expand. He took the sages also with him. So he expanded himself and expanded the sages also. Sages boarded the chariot. Maybe first time in life they might have boarded a chariot. But Krishna is so amazing. He took the sages on the chariot. So one set went to Shrutadev, another set went to Bahulashva. So when Bahulashva, who was the king, he saw Krishna. He had such a grand reception for Krishna. He's the king of Mithila. So he had people doing chamara, vision for Krishna. They showered flowers. As Lord came, he gave him simhasan to sit. He washed his lotus feet. He took water sprinkled on himself, and arti. Very grand reception because he's king. And whereas on the contrary, when Krishna, the other set of Krishna and sages, when they came to Shrutadev, the Brahmin, he was very poor. So he was ecstatic to have Krishna, but there is nothing with him. He's poor fellow. So he took his Angavastra and he started dancing and he started rotating like this. That He's welcoming Krishna like that. And then he gave him chatai to sit and like that. And Krishna was equally happy with both because as per their means, they have received Krishna. So Krishna wants to see that how the guest should be received. But here Indra did not receive Brahaspati because he was very proud. Similarly, Nahusha also, when Indra was cursed to be in the stem of the lotus, and he was there. Here the post of the king of demigods is empty. So for the time being, Nahusha from earth, who had some pious credits, was installed as the Indra. So as soon as he sat on the seat of Indra, immediately he said, and he thought of Sachi. Oh, wife of Indra is very beautiful. Immediately told soldiers, tell my wife, Sachi, to come here and sit next to me. That is, she is not his wife. She is the wife of Indra, but not this Indra. That Indra who is in the lotus stem on earth. So then she was informed, she became scared. She said, how can I go? This fellow, I cannot sit with some other man. I'm chaste wife. He's not my husband. He may be Indra now, but he's not my husband. So then she consulted the sages and she told also, send a message. Only if the Saptarshis carry me in a palanquin. So they carry you in the palanquin and you come and meet me, will I accept you? Otherwise, not. Purposefully, she did like that. So then Indra, this Nahusha, who is the Indra now, as soon as he came to know, immediately he ordered Saptashis, okay, now you have to carry the palanquin and I will sit. You have to take me to Shachi. See, he wants to satisfy his lusty desires and he is using the pure sages, and that too they have to become his servants. Sages are meant for carrying heavy luggage or what, or this kind of thing. So then they accepted, they were carrying, and he was sitting inside and he was very happy in the romantic mood. I will get to enjoy Shachi. But in that, they were going little slow, purposefully also, like that. So then he became very angry. He said, Sarpa, Sarpa, make it fast, fast. Like that. He cannot put gears. There are no gears there. So they are the gears. So he's telling fast, fast, Sarpa, Sarpa in Sanskrit. So they are going, but they are again slow only. So he said, Sarpa, Sarpa. He became very angry. He took out his foot and he kicked one of the sages. I don't remember his name. Huh? Agastya, I think. Yeah. So then immediately the sage, they wanted this opportunity only. They said, you are so blinded by your lust and pride, and you are saying, Sarpa, Sarpa, may you immediately become a Sarpa. And immediately Nahusha became Sarpa, do. From heaven he fell down on earth. And then he fell down in that forest. And that's where eventually Yudhishthir comes across him. He has that pond, and Pandavas drinking water, though wand, they collapse. Arjun collapses, Bhima collapses, and then when Yudhishthir's turn comes, Yudhishthir then answers his questions, etc. So we can see that one becomes very proud, like Nahusha also became proud, and then he became became what you call snake, and Gajendra also. He was also very proud, being the king of all the jungle animals in Trikuta mountains, not here in the heavenly planets, Bhoma Swarga. And then crocodile caught his leg. Then he came to his senses. He understood, I am no match with this. Similarly, Kartavirya Arjuna also. He stopped Narmada's flow with his 1,000 arms. He was playing with it. Because of that, the water flow was stopped. So there were floods experienced by Ravana, who was little bit up the stream, had camped there. When he saw somebody has obstructed my lusty propensities, he became angry and he came challenge Kartavirya Arjun. Kartavirya Arjun fought with Ravan like his Kis Jadki Patti, and then he smashed him. He captured him like a monkey and imprisoned him. But then this Kartavirya Arjun was so proud. The whole story is given in ninth canto. He asked Jamadagni Rishi when he had gone to forest with his thousands of soldiers. Jamadagni Rishi received and he said, please take some prasad. Kartavirya Arjun said, what prasad you will provide? Here in the jungle, what is there? He said, no, give me opportunity. It's my responsibility. And then he had Kamdhenu cow. He told Kamdhenu cow, and Kamdhenu cow provided such tasty varieties of foodstuffs to king as well as the soldiers. When seeing this, Kartavirya Arjun became very envious. He said, what nonsense! How dare this poverty-stricken sage having such Kamdhenu? She deserves to be with me only. I am the king. Immediately ordered, give me the cow. He said, no, no, my dear king, don't do like that. This cow is my my worshipable Lord, because she provides me all the ingredients, milk, clarified butter, etc., for the yajna which I need to do. Please do not say like that. He said nothing doing. You listen to me or not. Long story. Basically, he was so proud. Ultimately, his sons cut off the head of Jamadagni Rishi, and his mother, Parshuram's mother, Renuka, she bet her chest 21 times. Oh, my dear husband, my dear husband. And Parshuram was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 21. 21 times I will destroy all the Kshatriyas from the surface of the globe. And the first was this Kartivirya Arjun only, first set, with his 10,000 sons. And he had 1,000 hands also. Parshuram with his Parshu chopped off his hand like that. And ultimately chopped off his head also. And then chopped off the heads of all the 10,000 sons. So there was a mountain of heads there and rivers of blood flowing. And not just once, he did it 21 times. So amazing. So pride leads to fall down. Head will fall, hands will fall, and one will only fall down. Like that. All varieties of fall downs take place by pride. So one should not be proud. Nalakuyer Manigiri we already saw. They also. Similarly, this Kaliya also. Vishavirya Madavishtaha Kadrevestu Kaliyaha. The son of Kadru. Vinita and Kadru, both sisters. Vinita had Anantashesh, Garudji as her sons, whereas this Kadru had Kaliya and many other snakes as her sons. Long many stories about them, but Vishavirya, so he had the strength of poison Kaliya with him. So because of that, he became crazy, Mada Avishta. He became proud that I have so much poison with me. I can mm, sting anyone and kill him. So in his pride, then he what was meant for Garudji, that long past time, all the fishes decided together, okay, we'll provide one fish every day, like that. But this fellow Kalia was only eating Garudji's offering. So Garudji became very angry with Kalia. But anyway, Kalia ran away all the way to Vrindavan in Yamuna, and then Krishna subdued him. But we see that pride comes because of having some opulence. Janma Aishwarya. Here he has Aishwarya of poison only with him, and he's proud of that. Then one will be smashed. So he says the mind is always accompanied by one of the six anarthas. Either we'll have lust at any given time, or pride, or anger, or illusion, or lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion. One of the six will always be there. So we have to be extremely careful, and we have to accordingly then do the needful, whatever it takes. Like we discussed also, what are the solutions? One verse, I'm not sure where it comes. So he says, Varna mada, bala mada, rupa mada jata, visarjana diya bhakti patehana rata. Varna mada, the pride that I am from this Varna, I am from Brahmin family, from Sharma of Uttar Pradesh or Varma of Madhya Pradesh. But Prabhu, see your karma. You are going to fall down. You are already fallen because pride has developed. So Varna Mada, Bala Mada. Somebody may have physical strength. You see now in that movies and all, those who are weightlifters and all, and then after pushing, then they show all the. They have here also. They do all that like that. What they call six pack, 8 packs. I don't know what it is. He's already packed in the womb of mother. His next packing in the next mother's womb is packed, already decided. And he's showing all these other packs on his body. Rupa mother, the pride coming from beauty. So he's saying Varna mother, Bala mother, Rupa mother, Jata. Jo bhi hai, aise sab mad. Visarjana diya. I will abandon them all. Bhakti pate honorata, by engaging on the path of bhakti, devotional service. So in devotional service, what we here don't give just because somebody is topper of the college, we don't make him the OC. No. Or whatever. We'd rather tell him, Prabhu, vessel washing. And after vessel washing for 2 hours, toilet cleaning for 5 hours. Like that. I was hearing His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj lecture. So he was telling, just his departure lecture, he was going to America in 1997. So he was giving brahmachari class to brahmacharis. And there he says that for Prabhupada's sake, we will do very big services, like we will give lecture to thousands of people, We'll distribute books, this, that, many things. And people will fall at our feet and take the dust and glorify us, Prabhu or Maharaj, you're so great. And after that program is over, we come to ashram and then we clean toilets and bathrooms. We don't hesitate to do that. Not that we get proud and all that. So we have to be conducting ourselves in that way, never proud. That's a brahmachari gurukule vasan danto gururhitam. He has to control his senses, and for guru's benefit he should do all variety services. Acharan dasavat nicho, like a menial servant he has to serve. So all varieties of services in the vices or in temples we have for brahmacharis or boys. Cleaning the floor, clean the toilets, bathrooms, cook. Like I was cook from March 2001. For 3 4 months I was there in GGD Voice, Girigodhandam Voice, SIT College. Earlier, my first service was recording cassettes. It is also menial service only. All alone in that cassette library. Thousands of cassette and I am alone with 4 5 tape recorders. Keep recording, recording, whole day recording like that. So maybe we are interested in breaking all records. So now I was going keep recording. So then that was there till I think March 7 8 months. Then I was made the cook. Before me, there were two very wonderful cooks, Shankar Pandit Prabhu and Sankita Anand Prabhu. Both were expert. Individually, they were expert cooks, and both were simultaneously there as cooks in GGDY. And simultaneously, both of them were removed 20th March, and I was put alone. One man only. What two cooks were there? Now one only, and they were each expert, and myself. Cooking was last thing in life, but I was there. So, but I was cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner. After Shikshastakam, just 1 or 2 rounds, 5 o'clock, come out, enter in kitchen, start cooking breakfast, or whatever, 15 20 boys. And afterwards, vessel washing also myself only. And Raishamu said, you should serve also Prasad so that you will develop friendship with the boys. Jai ho. All in one. Everything I had to do. So breakfast, lunch, everything cooking, vessel washing, then next cooking, vessel washing, serving also. So nice purification. I would get only 1 hour in a day after cooking and taking my prasad, lunch prasad. I would go down there was on Dattatreya temple, and I would study for my Brahman Diksha. Some tests were there, 200 slokas from Bhagavad Gita, means purports, and many other things like that. So I was studying, but it was very and all alone. In those days, GGD wise, my God, it was like a jungle. College road also, college was on the hill, so that hilly road. After half an hour or 1 hour, one two-wheeler will go and you'll hear some sound. Otherwise, all quiet. And around no houses. We were already on the halfway on the hill. I was alone. But I would remember my speech master, his name is Ranasa Maharaj. I would think this is like Guru Maharaj in New Vrindavan hills. Like that, I am here. And he was also alone because he was pujari doing 6 offerings, 6 artis, like that. So I would quite relate with that. It was very hot. March was okay, but April, May, June became super hot, and there were tiles there. What do you call that? Tiles are there, na? So walking on that tiles without chappal would be very difficult, burning like anything. And water for washing hand was quite far also. So one has to do menial services to get purified. That is very much required. And in temple also we'd have morning temple hall cleaning. 1 week, one person. So I would also have 1 week. Mm, and then toilet cleaning. So these are very nice services, and we should do them to curb our pride. Otherwise, pride will make us, our head will be in the sky, but our legs should be on the ground. That we have to ensure. If your head is also in the sky and your legs are also in the sky, you will fall like anything. The higher you are, the harder you fall. Again. So you have to be careful. You have to keep yourself humble. You have to keep yourself rendering menial services. That Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Mada matta sada vishaye mohita himsa garva vibhushana. So because of this pride, mada matta, one gets intoxicated. Sada, always vishaya mohita. He'll be attracted to sense objects also. Because of pride, one will commit offenses to Vaishnavas. And when one commits offenses to Vaishnavas, Krishna personally sows the seeds of material desires in his heart. Now, currently, what material desires we all have in our hearts are sown by ourselves only in millions of lifetimes. Okay, this material desire, that material desire. I want to go to America and all that. Krishna has not put the seed. Going to America, doing B.Tech, M.Tech. That is our own Sangha. Sangha Sanjayate Kama. Based on the Sangha of the three modes and the people around, we have got these seeds of material desire. But imagine Krishna putting the seeds of material desires in your heart. What will you do? So you will be helpless. Krishna does that for one who commits offenses to his devotees. So one should be careful not to become proud. That's why always serving great souls. Dambham mahadupasaya. Serving great souls will smash our pride. One of our brahmacharis earlier, this was in somewhere before 2003. He was, so to say, senior from youth preaching. He had come and he was born in Brahmin family, always the topper, was placed in very nice company designing cars. His service was designing this what they call ashtray in the car, and he was wondering, Are, after doing all engineering for rich men's they who smoke cigarette, I have to design ashtray in the car for them, like that. So afterwards, he gave up job. He became brahmachari, and he was well known for his guest reception. Very famous. All the sannyasis and all. So one of the sannyasis came to temple, and he was staying sannyasi room. This sannyasi wanted something. Somebody should tell him. Sannyasi wanted something from the top, which was in the loft. So then he called that devotee and said, I want that thing from the top. That Prabhu took chair, he climbed up and he took out the thing, got down, gave to Maharaj. Maharaj said, thank you very much. So service was over, he was going. Maharaj said, what is this? Now you climbed on that chair and to remove that, and now you are just living with your foot dust on that chair. You are a Kshudra. Maharaj was from America, and Maharaj told him, you are a Shudra. And he proved also. You did not clean that. Your dust is still on the chair only, and you're just living like that. So that devotee was like, sorry, Maharaj. Then immediately brought one cloth. He cleaned it. So he is Brahmin and famous for his guest reception. By the guest only, he was purified with all proofs, with the title Shudra. So this is what will happen if we serve seniors, great souls. They will purify us. So one should, many who fell down from the path of Krishna consciousness, even within ISKCON, it was seen that they were not in touch with their seniors. They were like islands. Island, just a patch of land. Around that, only water, isolated from other land. So they were islands in their own fields. Yes, as long as they followed everything properly, they became successful, big leaders, contributed a lot to society. But then, because they were not in touch with equals or seniors, the pride that came, they could not take it up. So many followers will glorify you for your so many greatness, successes, and all that. And one may take it in the head. One may not be chanting properly. One may not be reading Prabhupada books. So then one will become proud. One will get carried away, and one will fall down also. Fall down in a very terrible way also. Sometimes Guru only married lady disciple or got attracted to her. All varieties of things happen. One needs to be extremely careful. Hiranyakashipu is the personification of mud, pride. He was so proud. He went in search of Vishnu to even Vaikuntha. He said, where is that Vishnu? I will kill him. So it is said even Vishnu entered in his heart. Lord is not fearful, but Lord hid from him because he was to be killed later on only. So once His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj said, danger if we succeed, because it will lead to pride, and danger if we fail, because it will lead to inferiority complex. Oh, I am a failure. Danger if you are honored, it will lead to pride, and danger if you are dishonored. Then also we get discouraged in life if you are dishonored. Danger if you gain something, something material. So that leads to pride, and danger if you lose something, then also you are put off. So one needs to be extremely careful. He said, Maharaj said, don't surrender your intelligence, but surrender with intelligence. Don't surrender your intelligence. So intelligence should be always active. That's why we should read Prabhupada books. Sometimes the leaders also may be misguiding us, not purposefully. They themselves are misguided. They are off track. They got illusion because of success. They are not reading Prabhupada books. They are not hearing from Guru. So they themselves are not very clear as to how to practice Krishna consciousness. And they are the ones who are guiding us, and they may happen to misguide us. So if one is properly having the knowledge, one will be clear. One will be respectful to such people, but one will not follow their wrong orders. So how to get rid of mad? Mada Krishna Gunagani. That is the tip by Shri Narottam Das Thakur Mahasaya in Shri Prem Bhakti Chandrika. One should speak the glories of the Supreme Lord. Krishna Guna Gani. Gani. Glorify Krishna's qualities, Krishna's greatness. Just like we sit on Vyasasan. Now here I cannot speak my glories. Oh, you know what? In 2020, I did this. And in 2019, that is not allowed. Otherwise, garland of chappal also will not be there, will be removed from the vessel. We have to glorify Krishna. So the opportunity like this is very good. Or for that matter, book distribution. We are not telling our glories to others. Rather, people will insult us also. Are kya bhikhari ho kya tum? And if they come to know you are engineer, are then why did you waste the seat of engineering? Government said, useless fellow. Like that. And you are a parasite in the society. All very heavy words. Eight takle. All varieties of. So nice purification takes place. And we are still there to distribute Krishna's glories. So Krishna likes that. Similarly, street Sankirtan we do. There also Harinam, Krishna's holy name is chanted, not our glories. So when we are not doing Krishna conscious activities, we tend to glorify ourselves, either directly or subtly. Ah, yes, Prabhu, this humble self only did this great service. Means the pride is there always. So one should glorify Krishna, then it will like that. Prabhu, you want to apply tilak? No need to go and apply tilak by having mirror. I have washed these pots. You can use any one of the pots to apply tilak. Like that. Pots wash किसने किए है? Your humble servant. जिधर भी कहीं प्रवेश करता हूँ, परफेक्शन गारंटीड. तो ऐसा बहुत प्राइड होता है हमें. So Krishna has to smash it every now and then. And the best time to smash it is morning chanting time. So pride has come. So next is what? Fall down. First head falls down. Sometimes the hand falls down. The beads fall down. Ah! कहा था? Hopefully उधर ही पकड़ा मैंने. जो भी हो मैंने पकड़ा. जो भी है. आशा है कि गुरुमणि के पास वाला कोई तो मणि पकड़ा मैंने. आगे वाला नहीं, पीछे वाला, जिसमें गुरुमणि अभी आएगा जल्दी. Like that. So hand falls, beads fall, head falls. Sometimes devotee only falls. Sometimes in the chanting you'll find. Hey, tiger has come. Nahi. Tiger Prabhu has come. ये दिन का शेर है. वैसे रात में भी शेर होता है ये. रूम में देखा है क्या हमारे ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम में? दिन के हम्बल डियर्स वगैरह रात में बाघ बन जाते. And all deer like brahmacharis there. When will this tiger leave this area of forest so that I can peacefully rest? वो दिन में हम्बल होता है लेकिन रात में वो पूरा सब निकाल देता है बाहर. वो सीनियर ने मुझे डांटा. तो पता नहीं क्या होता है. आता ट्रेन में भी रहते हैं वो लोग. ट्रेन में भी घुर्राते रहते हैं. So we should become humble Vaishnavas. So pride Krishna will smash and we should serve great souls and glorify Krishna. Then the pride, we don't have opportunity. That's why we should preach 24 hours a day, so that we cannot preach about our own glories. How many of you seen? If you are not glorifying Krishna, you tend to speak about your greatness. Somewhere or the other, subtly at least it will come. We indicate to others, this humble servant of yours is a great master of yours. Don't think he's some ordinary soul. वो दिन दूर नहीं जब पूरा इस्कॉन संसार इस सर्वण को समझ पाएगा. आई एम द सेकेंड फाउंडर आचार्य ऑफ इस्कॉन. पहले वो है, लेकिन दूसरा तो मैं ही हूँ. अच्छा, फाउंडर आचार्य दूसरा कैसे हो सकता है? नहीं, मैं हूँ ही. दुनिया समझी नहीं है, समझ जाएगी. So a lot of pride is there that has to be smashed. So one should take pleasure in serving great souls. They will smash our pride. If you remain your own isolated world of being the leader, cut off from your equals and seniors, then it is difficult. His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj said that one should like 20% association of juniors, 20% association of seniors, and 60% association of equals. Equals will purify you like anything. Sometimes seniors also they are busy in their own world, their own services, so they may not observe you. So sometimes they may think, okay, this Prabhu is not ready to be correct, ready to get corrected. तो ठीक है, चलो बाद में देखेंगे. लेकिन equals तो फटाफट, they are always enthusiastic to purify you. ऐसे ही मारेंगे सबके सामने, आपका खिल्ली उड़ाएंगे. क्या है ये, मेरे फॉलोअर्स के सामने इसने ऐसा कैसे बोला, देखते नहीं किया, मैं उनका डिलीवरर हूँ, like that. So it is good to be glorifying the Lord, and it will smash our pride. It will take some time, but it will be smashed. Okay, any question? Yes. Dev Prabhu. Even demigods become proud. Muhyanti yat surayah. They get bewildered. Isn't it? Miss Indra, we discussed.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, is tendency to glorify us. So similarly, when we are guiding to someone and we are glorifying the process, in case of that we are in under the Radhe Shyam Prabhu voice system, so it is some we tend to define the process how is scientific and how is very glorious to practice this process living in the voice. So so is it glorifying us or the glorifying the system in which we are?
That depends on you, what you are speaking now. How do you know what you are speaking? If you're speaking only about that whole process of Krishna consciousness, that is fine. But if you are saying, that actually, after I came to Wise, I became a big hero and I delivered 10,000 boys. So then you are glorifying yourself. What you speak, you only know, no?
So when we glorifying the voice system, then ultimately we are also coming in that. So person may think that he is
No, when he comes in the Wise, he will be the nighttime tiger, no? New boy, he may be snoring in the night. And you will have to tolerate him as a servant.
I'm telling this contest in regarding that we are talking to different community devotees
Different community devotees. Which
uh,
community?
out of the our voice system, daily, etc. Other things.
Acha, okay, there. But just now you said hostel boys, no?
No, no, to devotees or any other person.
Yeah, so there also, whatever they ask, we answer. And we don't glorify ourselves. We glorify how the other devotees around us are and how our leaders very wonderfully train us, etc. There may be pride in speaking that, but that will get over as we serve great souls. We glorify Krishna. It will take some time, but you will become humble eventually.
Mm.
Once Raisham was telling us that because he, though as president, he would not go for this ICC meeting, president's meeting. He would send one of us seniors like that. You go this time. You go this time, like that. So, or sometimes other vices also we visit. So he said that when you go outside, don't boast about our IVF Pune. We have got this, we have this system, that system. Learn from them. See the good there. What all nice facilities, nice ways of working they have in their voice system, and appreciate that directly on face. And don't speak that हमारे पूना में तो इससे भी बढ़कर है. Don't use that language. Be humble. तो हम पहले जाने के पहले ही ट्रेनिंग वाज गिवन कि how to conduct yourself humbly, and only when they ask you may say like that, but without pride.
When we visit to Delhi, then I meet some brahmachari. Then they themselves glorify that you are in
They
very.
can glorify, it is good for them, so we should glorify them. Prabhu, you, I see in your place also nice systems are there, devotees are taken care of, prasadam is high quality, and the cook is very humble, and he's very devotional. Like that we can take the opportunity to glorify also, no? Not that और सुनाओ, और सुनाओ, ये तो ड्रॉप ऑफ ओशन है. हम तो ओशियानिक wonderful qualities are there in our voice system. Like that, pride should not be there. If it is there, Krishna will smash it to somebody or the other.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Ayush Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, how to deal with non-devotee friend? मतलब उनसे जैसे बात करते हैं तो उसमें अपना प्राइड झलक जाता है.
The whole thing is you chant Hare Krishna properly. You associate with devotees, they will purify you. Then whether you are associating, you are giving your association to non-devotees, materialistic people, relatives, politicians, and heads of the state, or devotees, it doesn't matter.
So
Advancement depends on the attitude of the follower. You carry the same attitude everywhere. So attitude of humility should be there.
we should speak about Krishna to them, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
मतलब
obviously. They lack Krishna, so you should give them Krishna. What else you are going to give them? You are a cheater if you give anything material to them. You should be a teacher by giving them Krishna.
so in that, Prabhuji, we tend to say that we do bhakti, मतलब we glorify ourselves,
Now,
especially
how
in
we
Bhagavad
glorify ourselves? We said bhakti is so glorious. Bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga bal, bhakti ye Krishna nama smarana krandan. We glorify bhakti. How can you glorify yourself? There should not be I. So I chant every day 16 now. I get up, not I. The devotees in the voice, they get up by 4 o'clock. They take bath, they get ready, they wear fresh dhoti kurta, tilak, and all. It is so. It inspires me so much. Actually, I'm a lazy fellow. I don't get up. I don't like to get up. But seeing so many devotees getting up so fast and getting ready, I also somehow get up, and then I also join, run behind them, and reach temple hall. And they're so enthusiastic in their chanting. I get a lot of inspiration. Like that, we should say. Krishna consciousness, His Holiness Radhan Swami Maharaj said, Krishna consciousness means to take yourself out of center and to put Krishna there, devotees there, Guru there. You cannot put yourself in center. Any criticism to be taken, you should take it on yourself. Any drawback, fault, and any glorification, you should not be in picture. You should glorify other devotees.
it means we should be very careful with our speaking
Every
to them.
time you have to be careful, not only with materialistic people outside.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very bold. Yes, even if you don't feel humble, you should act humbly. First him.
Prabhuji, like sometimes to the first year boys, to give him faith in like bhakti process, we sometimes give our example. For example,
That is
that
okay.
we scored very
How did
nicely.
I
Also,
get benefited? That is okay.
for example, in exams, we told na ki you do not have to worry. Like we also tackle very nicely and we got good CPI, or we handle like this to our parents, so they agreed. So we give sometimes many times our example. So
That is okay. And if you are really very proud and something in that, Krishna will purify you. That boy will not take up only devotional service. अरे इतना इतना मैंने उसके साथ 5 घंटे बैठा. या फिर वो आएगा वॉइस में ये करेगा, रहेगा 4 साल रहेगा, और फिर बाद में जो जाएगा आएगा ही नहीं. Krishna has his ways of purifying us. You are working on some boys, but Krishna is working on you first. So, like that. How to overcome pride when doing service in or what preaching? क्या है ये? एक लाइन है, छोटा लाइन है, उसका एक बॉल है. इफ है क्या वो? हाउ टू ओवरकम प्राइड व्हेन डूइंग सर्विस इफ we preaching also when we see pride in other devotees, how to react as एज है वो ए एस है कि क्या है और कंट्रोल ऑफेंस या वी हैव टू नो दैट एवरी वन ऑफ अस हैज प्राइड एंड ऑल दैट हु इज फ्री फ्रॉम प्राइड हियर रेज योर हैंड सबसे हम्बल कौन डिवोटी है रेज योर हैंड प्रभु आप बताइए आप ग्लोरीफाई करेंगे तो मैं हाथ ऊपर करूंगा अगर आप गोली से उड़ाएंगे तो मैं हाथ कैसे ऊपर करूंगा तो all of us have anarthas sometimes lust sometimes pride everybody will have different thing especially because of our loopholes in practicing devotional service sincerely because of our offenses to devotees krishna will give something or the other not pride but he will give you lust for sure. So that थोड़ा humble बनेगा तो pride is sign of ignorance anytime you are proud no you are a fool number one in the creation. मूर्खाधम मूर्खों में सबसे अधम हो आप या मूर्खों में ऊपर हो जो भी बोलो आप सो ना अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा ठीक है मेरे शब्दों में विश्वास नहीं कृष्ण के तो शब्दों में विश्वास रखो अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा विद्या विनय संपन्न विद्या है तो विनय के संपन्न होंगे आप विनय से भरे रहेंगे और अहंकार है तो विमूढ़ मूर्ख है आप मूर्ख बन जाओगे तो क्यों अहंकार बनना है कि नहीं कौन मूर्ख बनना चाहेगा मूर्ख तो है हम और फर्दर मूर्ख नहीं बनना चाहते तो क्या प्रीचिंग में क्या व्हाट प्राइड यू विल हैव मैंने 10 लड़कों को लाया मैंने 5 लोगों को एक माला करवाया तो भगवान स्मैश करेंगे आपको लॉर्ड विल नॉट लीव यू एज आई सेड वेरी क्लियरली यू मे बी वर्किंग ऑन द बॉयज बट लॉर्ड इज वर्किंग ऑन यू फर्स्ट बिकॉज आप 16 माला कर रहे हो ना वो तो 1-2 माला कर रहे हैं तो कृष्णा हैज टू प्यूरिफाई यू मोर एंड यू आर डूइंग हिज वर्क ऑल्सो कृष्णाज वर्क इसमें जाके आप अपना ही गुणगान कर रहे हो तो कृष्णा आपको तो स्मैश करेंगे दैट इज द डेमोनियक क्वालिटी pride क्रोध all this basically. So just like Indra you see he's challenging Krishna's authority अरे वाचालम बालिशम so when you are proud you are challenging Krishna how many of you want to challenge Krishna saying that Krishna you are a fool you are a rascal you don't understand my glories how many of you want to challenge Krishna like that you are already doing that through your pride अरे मैं बहुत स्पेशल हूँ वो डिवोटी को बोल रहे हैं आप लेकिन कृष्ण सुन रहे हैं ना उसके हृदय में परमात्मा बैठे तो उसके हृदय में जो परमात्मा है वो देख रहे हैं और उसको हम बोल रहे हैं परमात्मा को देखा क्या मैं और हमारे अंदर का भी परमात्मा है बोले अच्छा बेटे अंदर ही बैठा हूँ अंदर ही तेरा नस दबा देता हूँ ऐसा रात को देखना तेरा नाइट फॉल ही करवा देता हूँ फिर नम्र बनेगा तो हरे कृष्ण प्रभु को सेवा है क्या अरे कल तो ना बोला था आपने सेवा के लिए हाँ थोड़ा सा ओवरनाइट चेंज हो गया आई लॉस्ट सम प्रॉपर्टी फ्रॉम माई बॉडी तो थोड़ा सा खंत हो रहा है थोड़ा सा दुख हो रहा है तो जो भी सेवाएं कर दूंगा मैं ठीक है आजा बेटे मैदान में उतर तू किचन के तो सी इफ यू आर प्राउड कृष्णा विल स्मैश यू कृष्णा सेज यस्य हम अनुग्रहणामि हरिष्ये तद धनम शनै तो धन कौन सा है नॉट जस्ट वेल्थ ओनली आपका जो इंटेलिजेंस है जिसके कारण आप प्राइड यू आर एग्जिबिटिंग प्राइड बिकॉज ऑफ वॉट एवर कृष्णा विल टेक दैट अवे कृष्णा इज वेरी आई हैव सीन वेन एवर आई वॉज प्राउड वॉट एवर आई वॉज प्राउड अबाउट कृष्णा ने वो ले ही लिया मुझसे तो हम शांत हो गए मैंने नम्र हो गए हम भगवान आप भी कमाल के हैं जिसके ऊपर मैं बहुत डिंगे मार रहा था उसको ही ले लिया आपने अभी अभी है ही नहीं हो तो अभी क्या प्राइड दिखाने का है कि नहीं अगर मैं दिखाऊं कि ये मेरा करताल देखो कैसे भगवान ने करताल ही ले लिया अभी दिखाने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं अभी क्या है चुप बैठो सो डोंट बी प्राउड ऑफ एनीथिंग sometimes after speaking egoistically we realize we should not do it instead of क्या है lamentation instead of lamentation how can we do पश्चाताप Basically, that repentance is good. Prabhupada says repentance comes in the heart of a good person. So that is good. If you have spoken egoistically, so repentance is good. Oh, I should not have spoken so egoistically. That too in front of my seniors, that was not good. And then you rectify. Next time onwards, be careful. As soon as you approach your senior, first pay obeisances and then fold palms. And first ask, Prabhu, is there any service? Like you understand, huh? Pranipat is done very nicely. And then service question also, any service for me? I'm I want to serve you. Then have further conversation. Then hopefully the pride will be not so much there. Because the beginning only, they say na, well done is half begun. So beginning only is good, humble. So mostly you will not speak egoistically in the further conversation because you began on nice note, humble note. But don't get into what you call that inferiority complex. That is not humility. Oh, I'm like this only, fallen always. I cannot speak properly. Don't get into that. Rectify the mistake and then continue. Prabhuji, you said equals purify us, or my equals don't. My equals don't? Why? They may not be your equals. You think they are equals. Means if I understood, Prabhuji, you said equals purify. इसमें क्या है वो as है क्या your as my equals don't. Why? They are not your equals. वो डर रहे आपसे, वो आपको जूनियर मान, वो अपने आप को जूनियर मान रहे होंगे या वो अपने आप को सीनियर मान रहे होंगे. Equals तो because of our Vaishnava or their Vaishnava? Huh? हाँ, they may be fearful. That's how they are not equals ना. They are taking juniors role. They are fearful. Equals ऐसे fearful नहीं होते, एकदम फटाफट. तो यस, थोड़ा और है उसमें. दे फियर ऑफ ऑफेंस लिखा है आगे. ओके. और एंड टू मच प्राउड और आई एम टू मच प्राउड. या दोनों में से कुछ भी हो सकता है. इधर दे आर फियरफुल ऑफ कमिटिंग ऑफेंस टू यू और यू आर टू प्राउड नॉट टू बी रेक्टिफाइड. छोड़ दो, पत्थर के ऊपर कौन अपना सर पटके. तो प्राइड को थोड़ा हार्श वर्ड से थोड़ा नम्र हो जाता है ना. फिर वो नम्र होने के बाद ये भी बोलेगा सॉरी मैंने जस्ट आई जस्ट वांटेड यू टू गेट रिड ऑफ दैट प्रॉब्लम, नॉट दैट आई डोंट लाइक यू. आई लाइक यू, यू आर माय फ्रेंड, बट जस्ट आई डिड नॉट वांट यू टू हैव दैट अननेसेसरी प्राइड और व्हाट, है ना. यस.
लाइक वो ठीक है, दूसरा हमको करेक्ट करेंगे, बट दूसरों जब गलती करे तो हमको करेक्ट नहीं करना चाहिए ना.
नो वी कैन बट एज हम्बल सर्वेंट इन अ प्रॉपर वे.
इक्वल्स में भी
इक्वल में तो करेंगे, सीनियर को कैसे करेक्ट कर पाएंगे हम. तो इक्वल ऐसा नहीं होता कि बस हम सब थर्ड ईयर वाले हैं तो हम सब इक्वल है, नहीं है. अगर आप डर रहे हैं उससे वगैरह तो आप इक्वल है ही नहीं उसके. इक्वल में वो होता नहीं वैसे. That's why Gaurang Prabhu says once, Radhesham Prabhu did not agree with that statement, but Gaurang Prabhu said once, you know, मैं तो जो भी मैनेजमेंट में जो भी यंग डिवोटी भी if he gives me comment, does not accept my statement and says how to, it's like what you call, do it in a better way, in this way, then I accept him as my equal. क्योंकि वो है यंग डिवोटी, लेकिन इतना अगर गट्स है उसमें मुझे बताने के लिए कि ऐसे करना चाहिए प्रभु जी आपको, तो आई एक्सेप्ट हिम एज इक्वल, जिससे कि फिर मुझे समस्या नहीं होती ना. नहीं तो मैं सोच रहा अरे कल का छोकरा मुझे उपदेश दे रहा है, क्या पता नहीं कि मैं कौन हूँ. अगर ये एटीट्यूड रखेंगे कि मैं सीनियर हूँ, वो कैसे मुझे बता सकता है, तो फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. दैट्स व्हाई आई एक्सेप्ट हिम एज इक्वल एंड देन आई डू द नीडफुल. बट राजेश्याम ब्रो वाज नॉट हैप्पी टू हियर दिस. शंभरू का होगा कि इसको गोली से उड़ा दो, इसको प्यूरिफाई कर दो या जो भी है. एवरीबडी इज डिफरेंट ना प्रभु. मैं राइस लेता नहीं, क्या आप आपके प्रसाद में से राइस निकाल दोगे? नहीं नहीं बोल रहे क्या? देखो हर किसी का अप्रोच अलग होता है लाइफ में। मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, जैसे मैं प्राइस ले नहीं रहा हूँ 3 साल से, आप क्या मेरे संग से आप भी छोड़ देंगे? नहीं, आपके लिए अच्छा हो सकता है, आपके बॉडी के लिए आप ले सकते हो, ये थोड़ा ही लेना है कि नहीं? जो भक्ति में प्रेरणा है वो लेनी है, ऐसे थोड़ा ये सब लेना है। हम्म, हर कोई अलग अलग है, किसी का मैनेजमेंट करने का तरीका भी अलग अलग है, उसका ऐसा कोई स्टैंडर्ड पैटर्न नहीं रहता। Like you can see all the gurus how they deal with their disciples. Some gurus, despite having thousands of disciples, they are directly in touch. कोई भी डिसाइपल उनको व्हाट्सएप मैसेज भेज सकता है, एसएमएस कर सकता है, वो गुरु के द्वारा आंसर भी आ जाएगा। एंड सम गुरुज यू कैन नॉट इवन मीट देम सो इजीली एंड ऑल दैट। हर किसी का अप्रोच अलग ही रहेगा, एवरीबडी इज डिफरेंट। दैट ओनली, दैट इफ सम डिवोटी, यंगर डिवोटी इज सेइंग कि कुछ आके वो आपको उपदेश करे कि प्रभु जी ऐसे नहीं, ये ऐसे करना चाहिए, तो उसके एटीट्यूड में प्रॉब्लम है। रायशम प्रो का ये बहुत हेवी ट्रेनिंग रहता है। एकदम हम्बल होना चाहिए। यंगर डिवोटी शुड नो दैट यंगर, दे आर यंगर एंड दे डोंट हैव द राइट्स टू डायरेक्टली से लाइक दैट, और अपोज नहीं कर सकते कम से कम। जो भी हम्बल ओपिनियन है वो दे सकते हैं, बट दे शुड डू इट इन प्रॉपर वे। And at least Radhesham Prabhu will not be able to accept him as his equal, just because he is giving some kind of guidance to Radhesham Prabhu. वो सब अलग अलग रहता है। जैसे हमारे इधर पूना में ना, अरे ये इंटरनेट कनेक्शन दो मत, ब्रह्मचर्यों को बिगड़ जाएंगे वगैरह। उधर देर श्यामानंद प्रभु, दिस इज राधेश्याम प्रभु स्टैंड देर इन गोपीनाथ, हिज ओन गॉड ब्रदर, सीनियर गॉड ब्रदर, president of Radha Gopinath, he said, and he Shaman Prabhu or some others leaders, they said, अरे जिसको बिगड़ना है वो बिगड़ेगा ही, सो दे दो सबको। क्योंकि इतना रोते रहते ब्रह्मचारी, हमें चाहिए, हमें चाहिए, सेवा के लिए चाहिए, हम क्या गलत कर रहे हैं क्या, इतने सारे लोगों के पास होता है, हमारे पास क्यों नहीं? इतना रो रो के इतना बकेट्स भर रहे हैं आंसुओं के, दे दो भाई। वो ले रहा है ना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, लेने दो उसको। बट राइट उसे नो, इन और पुणे व्हाट्सएप कनेक्शन आल्सो इज नॉट अलाउड। जो भी बिफोर गोइंग, व्हेन आई वेंट इन नेपाल आई सॉरी मेरा मोबाइल काम ही नहीं कर रहा है, वो इंडिया का इधर आता नहीं कुछ, तो देन व्हाट्सएप इज द ओनली थिंग। सो देन आई कॉल्ड आवर टेम्पल, दैट व्हाट यू कॉल, मोबाइल इंचार्ज, ध्रुव महाराज प्रभु, दैट प्रभु कुड आई हैव व्हाट्सएप फॉर जस्ट दिस 7 days नेपाल में? बोले व्हाट्सएप ऑल परमिशन इज विथ राधेश्याम प्रभु, प्लीज आस्क हिम। तो फिर मैंने राधेश्याम प्रभु को एसएमएस भेजा, बोले ठीक है। तो फिर यू अंडरस्टैंड, अभी छोटी सी चीज है एक तरीके से, वो पूरा डिपार्टमेंट वो हैंडल कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये व्हाट्सएप के लिए उस किसी को भी राधेश्याम प्रभु के पास ही जाना पड़ेगा। राधेश्याम प्रभु इज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट, तो ट्रेनिंग ऐसे ही है शुरुआत से, लेकिन सम अदर प्लेसेस लिबरल। यहाँ तक कि कुछ ब्रह्मचारियों ने मुझे बताया भी, कुछ बॉयज, कि मैं ऐसे ऐसे एक मंदिर में गया था, तो वहाँ का ब्रह्मचारी ने मुझे बोला कि ये ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर दे दो, तो मैंने ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर के लिए गया उसमें, तो उसके इसमें देखा तो उसमें बहुत सारे साइट्स जो विजिट करने नहीं चाहिए वो विजिट किए हुए थे। आई सेड ओके, डोंट वरी, आई टोल्ड दैट डिवोटी बॉय, क्योंकि उसके पास है फ्रीडम, उनके अथॉरिटी ने दिया है, वो उसका मिस यूज कर रहे हैं, भगवान उसको देख लेंगे, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी, यू जस्ट माइंड योर ओन बिजनेस, जो सेवा करके भूल जाओ उसको। हर किसी का स्टैंड अलग होता है, ऑल मैनेजर्स हैव डिफरेंट स्टैंड। भक्ति रसामृत महाराज का और राधेश्याम प्रभु का स्टैंड अलग रहेगा एक ही पॉइंट के लिए। आप बोले यार ऐसे कैसे है? भक्ति रसामृत महाराज ओनली ब्रॉट राधेश्याम प्रभु टू कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस, उनका ऐसा कैसे? नहीं, हर कोई अलग अलग है, philosophy remains the same. I said no, the gurus, I said here only na, the gurus have different moods, philosophy is the same, 16 rounds, 4 regulative principle। कोई गुरु नहीं बोलेगा 3.5 और 4.5, नहीं, वो सब सेम है, बट मूड्स विल बी डिफरेंट। जस्ट लाइक प्रसादम में हम सब कैसे अलग अलग लेते हैं कि नहीं, प्रसाद बकेट्स वही हैं, सब आइटम्स वही है, कोई राइस थोड़ा सा लेता है, कोई लेता ही नहीं, कोई चपाती बहुत चाहता है, कोई दाल बहुत चाहता है कि नहीं? ऑल आर डिफरेंट ओनली। We have to appreciate variety in devotional service. We should not become मैकेनिकल स्टीरियोटाइप, ऐसा ही भक्ति है, ऐसा ही, ऐसा होता ही नहीं। इसलिए तो भगवान जानबूझकर कितने सारे एग्जाम्पल है जो परंपरा के बाहर भी, जैसे मेरा भाई है, यू नो, ऐसे बहुत सारे, यू नो, एंड विद इन सो मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर। थोड़ा ब्रॉड माइंडेडनेस भी होना चाहिए, कहाँ ब्रॉड माइंडेडनेस होना चाहिए एंड वेयर इट शुड नॉट बी, दैट यू शुड बी वेरी क्लियर। One strict with oneself, but lenience with others. But if you are in authoritative position, then you may have to exert strictness, but to what extent, where it requires all maturity. ये तो सब mess कर देंगे हम. You may be department head and you may sit on the head of others, make them cry, and they will complain about you, and you will be out of the post. मैंने तो अच्छे उद्देश्य से बोला था, लेकिन कैसे बोला आपने, क्या किया, all that matters. Okay, Hare Krishna Bhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Humble obeisances. That Dandavat is actually, Ashtanga Pranam. So he doesn't want to offer the Ashtanga Pranam to me, that is for sure. I thought Panchang Pranam भी नहीं किया उन्होंने, क्योंकि नाम पता नहीं, कुछ नहीं, चिट्ठी आए चिट्ठी पे. But ठीक है. Prabhupada speaks about this Dandavat in one purport. तो इसलिए Prabhupada purport should be read. Prabhupada says we only say Dandavat Pranam, but we don't offer obeisances. Prabhupada गोली मार रहे उसको, समझ रहे ना. हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम. अरे इधर तो तुम झुके ही नहीं हो. अष्टांग प्रणाम छोड़ो, पंचांग प्रणाम भी नहीं किया तुमने, तो इसलिए नो प्रॉब्लम, प्रणाम बोल सकते हैं. तो रिसेंटली कांग्रेगेशन मेंबर सेंड मी फ्रॉम बैंगलोर ओनली, हरे कृष्णा प्रभु पंचांग प्रणाम. नहीं वो करेक्ट है ना, क्योंकि हमें कौन अष्टांग प्रणाम करेगा, हम सन्यासी थोड़ी है. तो लेकिन वो बराबर है कि पंचांग प्रणाम का से. प्रभु जी, आई हैव हर्ड दैट inferiority complex is also another form of pride. Can you please explain? That is, one is inflated false ego, which we know as pride. Other is frustrated false ego, which is inferiority complex. है तो false ego का ही exhibition, एक ऊपर वाला है ओरिजिनली false ego ही वो. तो when somebody glorifies you, your ego is puffed up, inflated false ego, balloon जैसा. And उससे frustrated, oh क्या ये वॉइस में कोई मुझे ग्लोरीफाई करता ही नहीं, ये फिर से कैसे आ गया हाथ में. Okay, when getting pride, better to continue it or stop it. If you continue it, Krishna will stop it. If you stop it, Krishna will help you to Krishna will help you to become better devotee. Acha, continue service, but he is asking only about pride only. When getting pride, better to continue it. It means pride, na. Service का mention नहीं है उसमें. Yeah, service should be continued, but pride should be removed. Okay, when we get boil on hand, we don't cut the hand. We remove the boil from the hand. That too, we go to doctor and he removes, not ourselves also. So we should be having that intelligence. For that, we should read Prabhupada books daily for 1 hour. Krishna Prabhupada guides everything. हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी. लाइक अगर ठीक है, चलो. लाइक अगर मैं हम्बल हूँ, लाइक अगर जो भी है, और अगर कोई डिवोटी बहुत हार्शली डांटते हैं, तो मैं ये जानता हूँ कि ये मेरे बेहतर के लिए बोल रहे हैं, परंतु माइंड उस चीज को लेकर बार बार पिंच करता है. हिंदी में पिंच क्या होता है? हाँ? नहीं, वो तो इंग्लिश का हिंदी हो गया ना, ये तो हिंदी में लिखा है पिंच, ये कोई हिंदी शब्द है. तो ठीक है, उस हैबिट को कैसे दूर करें, किसकी, उसके क्या आपके? उसको भी पिंच करो आप. उसकी हैबिट चली जाए. नहीं, वैसे नहीं, हम्बल रहना है. वी शुड एक्सेप्ट. थैंक यू प्रभु, यू आर सच अ वेल विशर ऑफ माइन. आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू हैव वेल विशर लाइक यू ऑलवेज, so that I will know what mistakes I commit and all that. तो उनको हार्शली डांटना नहीं चाहिए, उनको आपको करेक्ट करना चाहिए, लेकिन आपको भी अच्छे से लेना चाहिए उसको. और माइंड तो हमेशा ऐसा ही है ना, और फॉल्सी को पीछे है आपके, बोलेगा अरे आप कोई कम नहीं भाई, उसने पिंच किया तो क्या, मैं उसको डिंच करूंगा, पंच करूंगा. माय गॉड. जाए ईट का जवाब पत्थर से ही, या कम से कम ईट तो है ही मेरे पास. So it should not be like that, tit for tat kind of approach. We should take it up nicely. That's why we should read properly daily. We should chant properly. To the degree you don't carry Krishna in your heart, to that degree you'll be troubled when somebody insults you. And even adhyatmik adi, bhautik adi, devi klish. So if you want to get rid of this thing, the very nice shloka is there in Bhagavatam. Gunadhikan mudam lipset anukrosham gunadhamat maitrim samanat anvichen tap na tapair abhibhuyate. So he's saying gunadhikan mudam lipset. When you see devotees who are having better consciousness, Krishna consciousness than you do, or better qualities than you have, Guna, then be very happy. Mudam, be very happy. Guna अधिकान mudam लिप्स. Don't be envious of them. अरे ये इतना कैसे मुझसे अधिक अच्छे क्वालिटी, इसको नीचे खींचता हूँ मैं, इसके बारे में चुगली करता हूँ भक्तों के बीच में. Not like that. गुणाधिकान मुदम लिप्सित गुणा धमात को अनुक्रोशम गुणा धमात. Those who don't have so many nice qualities or consciousness, then be compassionate to them. They are younger devotees. Be compassionate. Then Maitrim Samanat Anvichin, those who are equal to us, carry the same qualities or consciousness, then make friendship with them. Don't be competitive with them. Similarly, with the younger devotees, be compassionate. Don't be exploitative. Don't suppress them, all that. Then na taper abhibhuyate. Then you will not be disturbed by any of the threefold miseries. Adhyatmic, it will be heat in summer now. You'll be able to tolerate. It will be cold in winter. You'll be able to tolerate. By Lord's grace, your absorption in bhakti will increase. Because subtle body, according to the status of the subtle body, the gross body feels whatever it feels. So if the subtle body is pure, subtle body is absorbed in Krishna, then gross body will not realize that whether it's hot or it's cold, whether somebody is giving you happiness or somebody is giving you distress, somebody is insulting you, somebody is glorifying you. You will be undisturbed. You are absorbed in Krishna consciousness. So that's the formula. So don't worry. That devotee should not speak or should not correct harshly. But in case it does, you better remain humble and increase your Krishna consciousness. Yes. ये हम जब पेपर इस्तेमाल करते हैं ना, जैसे पीछे में हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र है, तो अभी आपने आपके क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए इतना जरूरत समझ के फाड़ा, लेकिन इसमें जो होली नेम नॉन डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अल्फाबेट्स, just like it's a transcendental sound vibration, it is transcendental alphabets also. So we have to be carefully tearing off ना, ऐसे फाड़ना चाहिए कि वो हरे कृष्ण अगर किसी भी इसको ना फाड़े, वो उसके ऊपर से ना. अंडरस्टूड ना? So you have to be very conscious. Training should be such that we know all these things. Like we may be thinking ये blank है तो इसको फाड़ता हूँ, लेकिन पीछे क्या है वो भी देखना जरूरी है कि पीछे हरे कृष्ण मंत्र है. Because I saw in one more place, not that. See here also. So we have to be extremely cautious about all these things. Prabhuji, when we are repeatedly receiving corrections, आपको तो मैंने पहले ही दे दिया, बैक साइड के लिए करेक्शन, फ्रंट साइड के लिए भी आएगा. फ्रॉम इक्वल, अच्छा हम आपके इक्वल नहीं, हम तो आपके दास हैं, आपके जूनियर है. मैं बच गया, मेरे लिए तो नहीं है क्वेश्चन. When we are repeatedly receiving corrections from equal and not able to take it, can we tell him not to give? Yeah, or you give it to somebody else then. Take it and pass it on to somebody else, or you can request him that I'm not able to take it up. So he will know आपका थोड़ा आप कमजोर है भक्ति में, आपने जब ठीक से किया नहीं है उस दिन, या रोज ही शायद आप ठीक से जब करते नहीं, इसलिए आप करेक्शन ले नहीं पाते. See, correction means attack on your false ego. If you are not able to take it up, means आपका false ego थोड़ा बड़ा है, और आपका जप वगैरह, प्रभुपाद बुक रीडिंग, मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम थोड़ा कच्चा है, इसलिए आपको वो स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है आपके इसमें. Spiritual strength is less. That's why you are not able to take corrections. But no problem. You can tell your senior that, Prabhu, I'm not able to take it up. Could you please avoid giving? Or you give it to my counselor. He will tell me. When he tells me the same thing, when he corrects, I'll be able to take it up. But from you, I'm not able to take it up. So he will give it to your counselor कि देखिए आपका काउंसलिंग क्या बोल रहा है या क्या कर रहा है. शायद इसके बारे में ही चर्चा होगी पहले. He is telling me that he is not able to take correction from me. कैसे काउंसलिंग है आपके? तो काउंसलर समझाएंगे नहीं नहीं अच्छे हैं वो, थोड़े कमजोर हैं, कच्चा आम है, लेकिन कच्चा आम का भी तो पिकल्स बनता है, पक्के आम का नहीं बनता। तो अभी स्वीकार कीजिए, बाद में पक्के बन जाएंगे, फिर उनका आमरस सभी को बांटेंगे। या काउंसलर इज मैच्योर। When someone in bracket devotee वो someone नहीं है, वो विष्णु जन है। ठीक है, is not in good terms but he insults or chastises or corrects, how to tolerate it or understand? Hmm. That's why we should chant attentively, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. See, we should be ready for all this. Sin Namacharya Haridas Thakur, हाँ, क्यों, क्या उनका कसूर था? What was his mistake? No mistake. He's chanting holy name and he's disputing holy name, but he was considered a culprit and then chastisement of 22 marketplaces getting beaten up. So how are we not following नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर? हमें तो कोई 22 मार्केट प्लेस में बीटिंग दे ही नहीं रहा है, थोड़ा सा इधर उधर करेक्शन क्या दे दिया, यू नो, तो हम इतना ये हो रहे हैं। एंड देन हाउ विल वी चैंट? He chanted while getting beaten up also, and we are not able to chant properly. So we have to become very strong devotees. Greatness of a person has to be estimated by his ability to tolerate provoking situation. तो इससे अच्छा क्या है? He is your good friend, best friend. आपको वो टेस्ट कर रहा है कितना आप भक्त। तो आप सोचोगे और तुम्हारे भक्तजनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन? ये बोलना बहुत आसान है, बट somebody corrects, chastises or whatever, insults, देन विल कम टू नो कितने बड़े और तुम भक्त हमसे बढ़कर कौन। आप समझेगा कि हम, मैं तो सबसे छोटा हूँ, सहन ही नहीं हो रहा है मुझे ये इंसल्ट। यही रिंग हो रहा है जब करते समय पे, यार रास्कल, यार रास्कल, यार रास्कल, रास्कल। माय गॉड, एक माला तो हो गया, लेकिन मैं मुंह से बोला हरे कृष्णा, लेकिन मन में तो रिंग हो रहा था उसका ही स्टेटमेंट, वो जो कल बोला था मुझे, यू आर रास्कल, यू आर रास्कल, यू आर, वही सुन रहा था मैं। एक माला उसी का हुआ मेरा, यू आर रास्कल का, और मैं भी उत्तर दे रहा था उसमें, एंड यू टू, एंड यू टू, एंड यू टू। तो ऐसे नहीं चलेगा। You have to, yeah, all of us have false ego, and it will be attacked definitely. Krishna wants to. How many of you want to go back home, back to Godhead? How many of you will go with false ego? Little, 1 to 2%, not 10%, 100%. How many of you will carry 1 to 2% of false ego? Are you allowed to carry? Then वो सब इधर ही छोड़ना है ना, तो उसको मदद करने वाले भक्त हैं ना आपके। लेट देम अटैक ना, यू शुड बी हैप्पी, लेट ऑल कम। फिर आप आगे के कैसे प्रिपेयर करोगे? उससे बहुत बड़े 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 एग्जाम्स है, समझ रहे? दीज आर वेरी स्मॉल एग्जाम्स। एट द टाइम ऑफ डेथ हाउ विल यू रिमेम्बर कृष्णा व्हेन योर बॉडी विल बी सो मच गिविंग ट्रबल? माधवेंद्रपुरी वाइल लिविंग बॉडी, रामचंद्रपुरी बोल रहे क्या गुरु महाराज, क्या ये कृष्ण मथुरानाथ बात कर रहे हैं आप? नो, मेडिटेट ऑन इम्पर्सनल ब्रह्मन, दैट विल इलेवेट यू, दैट विल गिव यू लिबरेशन। अरे गधे, गेट आउट ऑफ माय साइट रास्कल, यू नो। सपोज आप क्या, माधवेंद्रपुरी क्या है, उत्तम अधिकारी आया चितवृत्ति, फॉर हिम समबडी इज गाइडिंग लाइक दैट। आपके डेथ समय अगर कोई आके बोले क्या प्रभु जी जिंदगी तो ऐसे ही बर्बाद किया, वाइस में टाइम पास किया अपना और खुद का दूसरों का भी, और अब पूरे जीवन भर भी क्या बुरा टाइम पास ही टाइम पास था। ठीक है, अभी अगले बॉडी में टेक केयर, डोंट वेस्ट योर लाइफ। ऐसे कोई अगर डेथ टाइम में आके कोई ऐसे बोलते हैं आपको तो आप कैसे सहन करो? मैंने टाइम पास किया, मैंने टाइम पास किया, मैंने टाइम पास किया क्या? ऐसे करते करते मर जाएंगे, अगले लाइफ टाइम पास के बॉडी में मिलेगा। तो समझ रहे ना? You have to be very powerful. अभी जो वेट लिफ्टर होता है क्या, उसको हम बोलते हैं कि ये जरा साउंड बुक उठा के दिखाओ तो, हाँ है हिम्मत तो उठा के दिखाओ, ये थोड़ी ये ना, उसको क्या बोलेंगे, ये उठा के दिखाओ ये पूरा टेबल, है कि नहीं? जो एक आदमी से उठाना मुश्किल है कि नहीं? तो वैसे ही यू हैव टू लिफ्ट वेरी हेवी इंसल्ट्स, करेक्शंस, या अरे आप, मैं राजेशमपुर में हमें कैसे ट्रेन किया आपको बताएंगे तो आप रोंगटे खड़े हो जाएंगे, आंखों से गंगा यमुना बहेगा। कैसे करेक्शन सबके सामने मीटिंग में 15-20 जन बने बैठे हैं हम लीडर सब, और सबके सामने 15-20 मिनट एक दिन एक का पूरा, लेट्स से मिस्टर एक्स प्रभु का शुरुआत रहा है, शंभरू मीटिंग हो गया, अभी एंड पॉइंट आ रहा है तो, सो एक्स प्रभु नाम भी नहीं लेंगे वो, एंड वन डिवोटी ही इज डूइंग लाइक दिस मैनेजमेंट एंड ही सेज नो टू सबऑर्डिनेट, वो सब डिस्क्रिप्शन अभी 15 मिनट चल रहा है तो समझ में आता है कौन प्रभु है वो, क्योंकि हम सब लीडर्स ही है तो, और हम सब इक्वल्स भी है तो, और इतना प्यूरिफिकेशन, इतना प्यूरिफिकेशन, माय गॉड। तो वो शांत, उस दिन उसका नाम, वो दिन उसके नाम, दूसरे दिन दूसरा लीडर, तो ऐसे 9 दिन में 9 लीडर्स हो गए, मेरा ही नहीं हुआ, तो बोला अरे हम तो हीरो है भाई, हम तो राधेश्याम ब्रू का मैं पर्सनल सेक्रेटरी रह चुका हूँ, एंड आई एम द हेड ऑफ रूपवृंद काउंसलर्स, रूपवृंद काउंसलर्स का भी सेक्रेटरी हूँ मैं, तो हम तो फ्लॉलेस, अमल पुराण पढ़ने वाला मैं, भागवतम अमल भक्त, और 10वां दिन लास्ट दिन मेरे लिए रिजर्व था और वो इतना चला माय गॉड 45 मिनट्स हो गया वो, सबसे बड़ा जो भी मैंने जिसका प्यूरिफिकेशन हुआ था मैंने सोचा था कि हाँ ये है ही ऐसा, अगर सब जो ऑफेंस किए होंगे सब एक्यूमुलेट होते होते हुए 10th डे को बहुत हो गया होगा, तो भगवान ने पूरा, तो मेरा तो पूरा गर्दन ही नीचे चला गया, और वो इतना हो गया कि जो अन्य दिन नहीं हुआ था उस दिन हुआ। Raishamu said, maybe I spoke too much about Sundar Sham Prabhu. He might have felt bad, so I beg forgiveness. पूरा पब्लिक में forgiveness भी मांगा, इतना हो गया कि ही ओनली बेग फॉरगिवनेस, जो कभी हुआ नहीं था पहले, 9 दिन कभी फॉरगिवनेस नहीं मांगा था, लेकिन इस दिन बहुत ही हो गया, तो मैं सोचा अभी क्या करूं, लड्डू बांटू कि प्रभु जी फॉरगिवनेस मांग रहे हैं, सर ऊपर करूं क्या क्या करूं, तो सो मीटिंग होके वो चले गए, तो बाकियों ने कहा चिंता मत कर, हम भी उस डूबती नौका में ही है या डूबी नौका में ही है तुम्हारी अंतिम डूबने वाली मौका नौका रही, हमारी तो पहले डूब गई थी, हम सब खुश थे कि हम सब डूबे हुए नौका में कोई एक भी नौका नहीं बची, और राधेश्याम प्रभु का तो वो प्लेन ही है, वो तो ऊपर हवा में उड़ता है हम तो सब डूब गए, तो वैसे तो वी शुड बी रेडी बहुत। इन बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टीटी कॉट मी ना, पकड़ के नीचे उतार के, क्या कर रहा है हॉकर, नहीं सर आई एम नॉट हॉकर, पैसा लेता है कि नहीं तू, हाँ लेते हैं, लेकिन वो मंदिर को जाता है, दैट इज हॉकिंग ओनली, आई सेड नो सर दैट्स नॉट हॉक, लिया है तो ऐसा इतना सारा इंसल्ट, यू शुड बी रेडी। अरे हरिदास ठाकुर जितना नहीं ले सकते हम, प्रभुपाद जितना नहीं कर सकते हम, गेटिंग हिट बाय अ काउ ऑन द स्ट्रीट ऑफ दिल्ली, या सनस्ट्रोक से गिरना, उतना तो नहीं होगा हमसे, ये छोटा मोटा क्या है करेक्शन, नथिंग, बट बिकॉज यू कैरी बिग फॉल्स ईगो दैट्स व्हाई यू फील अरे इतना करना होता है क्या, ऐसा ठीक नहीं है, मेरी भी तो कुछ हैसियत है, सब डिवोटीज रिस्पेक्ट मी, व्हाई दिस फेलो इज इंसल्टिंग मी सो मच, इतना फॉल्स ईगो नहीं कैरी करना चाहिए, वन शुड बी हम्बल, अरे इधर रहने को दे रहे हैं, प्रसाद दे रहे हैं, बड़ा सौभाग्य है, सो ग्रेट फॉर्चून, आई डोंट डिजर्व टू बी हियर। Haridas Thakur says first, when asked what benediction you want, he says, no, please give me association of your devotees in my next life also, every life also. Then he says, no, 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 no. Actually, मैंने बहुत बड़ी चीज मांग ली, मैं तो क्वालिफाइड ही नहीं हूँ भक्तों के संघ के लिए, आई एम वेरी थर्ड क्लास फेलो, सो यू लॉर्ड प्लीज अरेंज मे बी सम रेमनेंट्स ऑफ द डिवोटीज, एक कीड़ा भी बन जाऊं मैं वो घर में भक्तों के, उनके रेमनेंट्स मिले, so that is okay, I'm not fit to have even association of devotees, I'm very fallen soul. So how acharyas have spoken, that's why reading Prabhupada books is very important, because all these acharya statements are there in that, वो नहीं पढ़ेंगे तो हम अपना ये फॉल्सी को लेके कि मैंने ये किया मैंने वो किया, और किसी ने कुछ इंसल्ट किया तो या ऐसे क्यों किया इन्होंने, दिस इज नॉट गुड, दिस इज नॉट फेयर, you understand? So you cannot carry around, at least you cannot go back home back to God without purifying your false ego. False ego is only the barrier between us and the Lord. तो आप उसको मेंटेन करना चाहते हो, उसको प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हो उस वॉल को, देन यू हैव टू टेक एटलीस्ट वन मोर बर्थ फॉर श्योर, इफ नॉट मेनी एटलीस्ट वन, तो यू हैव टू बी enthusiastic, be ready, and all strength will come from chanting, from morning program, from hearing, by reading Srila Prabhupada books, उसी से तो स्ट्रेंथ आता है कि नहीं, जैसे दिन भर हम इतना काम करते हैं बहुत कुछ करते हैं, कॉलेज जाते हैं, साइकिलिंग करेंगे, ये करेंगे, लेकिन स्ट्रेंथ कहाँ से आता है? प्रसाद से आता है, ठीक है नहीं? 2 टाइम्स 3 टाइम्स लेना होता है। 24 आवर्स यू डोंट हैव टू ईट, है कि नहीं? ऑल टुगेदर हाउ मच? 1 hour, 1.5 hour max, and that is enough for you to go on 20 at least 20-22 hours quite blissfully. Like that chastisement कितना मिलता है? Little bit here and there. Only problem is you carry it in your heart. hmm? कॉलेज भी गए, ऐसा क्यों कहा वो प्रभु जी ने वॉइस में, ऐसे थोड़े ना कहना होता है। तो why you, isn't it? Prabhupada, his wife only sold manuscripts of Bhagavad Gita to drink tea. कितना क्रोधित होना चाहिए व्यक्ति ने, है कि नहीं? So we have to be ready, but we can tell, as I said, somebody saying that, can I tell my senior I cannot take it, or equal, I'm not able to take up corrections from, yeah, you can tell, but no, that is not the highest stage. This Keshav Kashmiri, in front of all the children, he was corrected by Mahaprabhu. And all the children started laughing. Mahaprabhu said, stop it. That is mature leader. Said, already he's not able to take up this. If you laugh, he will commit suicide only. Don't laugh. So then, you understand? So we should be ready for correction. And correction is must. यहाँ अरे संसार में husbands are getting corrections from wives. सास ससुर के द्वारा कितना करेक्शन होता है। ब्रह्मचर्य शुड बी हैप्पी है, अरे हमारे सास ससुर ही नहीं, न रहेगा बास, न रहा बास, न बजेगी बंसुरी, है कि नहीं? पत्नी ही नहीं है। एक वन ब्रह्मचारी, वी हैड गॉन इन, कौन सा पता नहीं, 2002 or 3, वन कैंप इन मुल्की नियर वारंगल, नियर Suratkal, before Suratkal. So there we met one devotee doctor. He was knowing astrological things also. So he checked us. So one brahmachari, he told, saffron brahmachari, he told, actually Prabhu, you were supposed to be murdered by your wife, some last year or something. But that did not happen. You just met with an accident in your Sankirtan bus and you got some wound. But actually you were to be murdered by your wife. आप ब्रह्मचारी थे इसलिए बच गए, अगर शादीशुदा होते तो आपकी वाइफ आपका मर्डर करते थे, तो हम तो दंग ही रह गए। That time he met with small accident. Our bus was coming from Nasik after distributing books there. तो सामने वाला जो ट्रक वाला था वो पिया हुआ था, तो हमारा our driver saw that he is driving from, he is coming to this side, his right. So then our driver went to this side, so he came this side and the vehicles are moving also. ऐसे करते करते वो our driver got confused कि अरे मैं इधर लेता हूँ तो ये इधर लेता है, ये इधर जाता हूँ तो इधर जाता है, और वो head on collision ही हो गया। So in that this brahmachari, he had got wound here. So just see how much we are saved from. उसका वाइफ वो मर्डर ही कर देती थी, तो भगवान ने देखा ठीक है चलो ब्रह्मचर्य है, संकीर्तन में एक छोटा थोड़ा एक्सीडेंट थोड़ा सा लग गया, 10-15 दिन में ठीक हो गया। तो so how outside how much insult goes on, how much all that, we are with devotees and devotees are well wishers. क्या बोल रहे हो, ऐसे थोड़े बोल रहे कि अरे क्या जीवन बर्बाद कर रहे हो, मूवीज देखो एंड एंजॉय इंटॉक्सिकेंट्स, ऐसे थोड़े बोल रहे। they may say क्या है प्रभु, what service you are doing, you are not doing properly, do it properly. So that is good, no? He's inspiring in the positive direction. Why not see it is very easy to get that positive thinker course certificate. How many of you got it? I don't know, but we are supposed to, seniors means must have got positive thinker, self manager. But no problem, they are testing your humility. But that certificate you can easily get, but you cannot be really positive thinker unless you have mercy of Krishna coming through guru and devotees. Theory is very easy. Prabhupada said, what he said, that earlier also we said, one must practice it seriously. Krishna consciousness is very simple, but one must practice it seriously. Yes, any other question?
समटाइम्स वी गेट menial services and उस समय फीलिंग आता है कि oh, I am so fortunate that I am getting this service, small service to do. Is that pride, Prabhuji?
Hey, fortunate you said, na. You are not saying I am so proud that I got small service. Small service में वैसे भी pride क्या है मैंने, है कि नहीं? आता pride उधर भी आ सकता है, but you are not saying I am feeling proud. I am feeling fortunate. Fortunate is at the receiving end. Fortunate is at the lower end. Feeling proud is at the upper end, which is not acceptable by Krishna. We should feel fortunate every time we get service. In fact, we are praying only Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, when asked by chanting what do you want to achieve, Prabhupada said more chanting. So our goal is Kirtaniya Sadhari. 24 hours we want to chant. That means 24 hours we want to service. We want service only. So we are happy to get service, whether small service, big service. There is nothing like small service, big service. Means in terms of time, it may be thought this service takes only 2 minutes and that service takes 2 hours. So that is big service. This is small service. That is time wise. Otherwise, some may be limelight wise. Oh, this service, even though done for 5 minutes, but it is like so much of video shooting goes on in this shooting and all. And that service, even if you do for half an hour, in the kitchen, washing vessels. Nobody is having camera there. CCTV is also not there. So, so that may be that kind of calculation. But there is nothing like small and big service. Mm. Low class service, high class service, nothing like that. All services are services. All service means Radharani. Devotional service. Bhakti Devi means Radharani. So like in your temple, we have small Radharani. In Radha Vrindavan Chandra temple, we have somewhat bigger Radharani. In Madan Mohan, Hyderabad temple, they are very big Radharani, 5 feet tall, very huge. And Radha Madhav also, she may be 5.5 feet also, or 6 maybe. So that doesn't mean that this Radharani is good, not that, nothing like that. All Radharanis are Radharanis. Some may be small, taller, some may be shorter. No discrimination there. Similar services are services. Doesn't matter.
Prabhuji,
One thing is for sure, Krishna says, Najat Asman Manusheshu Kashin Me Priyakritam. There is no better service than preaching because you connect so many lost, forgotten sons of Krishna back to him. So we are all into preaching mission only. Some may be in the front line, somebody, I may be cooking in the background, but we are assisting in the preaching mission. We are all very clear. We have to preach. And it's a not a job of one or two people, it's a combined force. If the preacher becomes proud, I gave lecture and clapping went on for 2 minutes. Then announcement started. That's why they stopped. Otherwise, maybe the clapping would have gone for 5 minutes. Arey, but Prabhu, you were given prasad in the afternoon by the cook devotee. If he would not have fed, क्या आप lecture में बोल पाते थे? And similarly, these boys also clapping. Thank you, your lecture ended. तो इतना लंबा खींच रहे थे तुम. लंबा खींचा था इसलिए इन्होंने लंबे समय के लिए ताली बजाई. एंड दे वर सेइंग, अरे हम तो प्रसाद के लिए आए थे इधर, आपने इतना लंबा लेक्चर झाड़ा. तो ठीक है, थैंक यू, एंड एंड तो कर दिया आपने. अभी प्रसाद इसके लिए हम आए थे वो मिलेगा. आपने गलती से सोचा कि मैंने बड़ा लेक्चर दिया इसलिए तालियां बजी. आपके लेक्चर के लिए तालियां नहीं बजी, लेक्चर बंद करने के लिए तालियां बजी. So we may be in our own illusion.
हाँ जी Prabhuji, in addition to that question, Prabhuji, sometimes we do some menial services of Prabhuji, we get proud that devotees do not want to take this service, I did it, so I'm
So
very
what is there to be proud of?
Prabhuji, like no one can, other want to do it and we did it, so Prabhuji, like menial services only.
You cannot do it, Prabhu. That's what I'm saying. If your intelligence is not working, suppose paralytic attack हो गया तो क्या करेंगे आप? कृष्णा कैन डू एनीथिंग. कोविड आ गया, फुल लॉकडाउन हो गया, तो आप कैसे सेवा करेंगे? वो प्रीचिंग कितना कर पाए हम रूम टू रूम जाकर फुल लॉकडाउन में? जा ही नहीं सकते बाहर. So Krishna is favoring the situation. That's why Prabhupada said everything is moving by the will of the Supreme Lord. This consciousness is called as Krishna consciousness. आप सोच रहे हो everything is moving because of me. I am the master of all that I survey. I am the center of everything, and because of me things are going on. ये सब foolishness है, ignorance है ये. That's why we should hear from pure devotee spiritual master. Then our ignorance will be removed. नहीं तो हम अपनी हवा में रहेंगे, सोचेंगे कि I did it, though others were not ready to do, मैंने किया. नहीं कि नहीं?
मुझे क्वेश्चन और था, जिस तरह प्रभु जी आप बता रहे थे कि डिवोटीज को एक दूसरे को ऐसा करेक्ट करना चाहिए, फिर वो हेल्प कर सकते हैं प्रभु ऐसा. तो प्रभु जी मैं कहीं तो ऐसा सुना था कि किसी टेंपल में डिवोटीज ऐसा करते हैं कि वो एक दूसरे को करेक्ट करते हैं, फिर थोड़ा ऐसा करते हैं, तो उनमें
करेक्ट करते
करेक्ट करते हैं, तो उनमें प्रभु जी काफी ज्यादा फिर ऐसे फाइट वगैरह, फिर थोड़ा डिस्टरबेंस वगैरह हो जाए ऐसा।
हम्म
श्याम प्रोजेक्ट जपा टॉक में बताते हैं कि दो डिवोटी डिसाइड किए हम एक दूसरे के फॉल्ट फाइंड करेंगे और करेक्ट करेंगे, इससे प्योर डिवोटी बन जाएंगे. देन दे स्टार्टेड करेक्टिंग ईच अदर एंड देयर हार्ट बिकम सो हार्ड.
जी प्रभु।
So what is the question?
So like this only Prabhuji, like so we should mean correct on mean yes
You should correct as a service, as a servant of that devotee. मास्टर के रूप में करेंगे तो आपका फॉल डाउन हो जाएगा. Because it is out of pride that you are correcting others. So pride comes before a fall. उसके बाद फॉल डाउन ही है. आपका ऑलरेडी फॉल डाउन हो चुका है, सटल फॉल डाउन. नेक्स्ट विल बी ग्रॉस फॉल डाउन, जो दुनिया देखेगी भी. सटल फॉल डाउन शायद दुनिया ना देख पाए. So as a humble servant you can correct others. That is not a problem. That's a seva. That correction is seva. That's not exhibition of pride. सबको सेवा के रूप में करना है जो भी करते हैं. That one shloka is there which I don't know, maybe our devotees can tell, those who have done backup. After backup they have one shlok. Aparad kshama, some prayers they have to say, no? Aparad sahasrani kriyante aharnisham maya dasoham iti mam matva shamasva madhusudana pratigya tava govinda name bhakta pranashyati iti samsrutya प्राणान संधार्याम्यहम. Like that. What is that? गति ये सेवा. You must have recited ना. बैकअप के बाद बाहर आते समय करते हैं ना. क्या है वो शुरुआत? मदीयम च विष्णु ऐसा कुछ तो है ना. स्थिति सेवा गति ऐसा कुछ तो है ना. गतिर यात्रा. हाँ. स्मृतिश्चिंता भूयात्मना है ना. सो स्थिति सेवा, जो मैं जहां भी हूँ सेवा ही करता रहा हूँ. स्थिति सेवा गति यात्रा, जो भी मैं चलता वगैरह हूँ ये सब यात्रा ही होने दीजिए. यानी भगवान के ये सब प्रांगण भगवान का ही है, तो वृंदावन में मैं चल रहा हूँ तो मेरा सब जो चलना है वो यात्रा ही होने दीजिए. हाँ. स्मृति चिंता, जो भी स्मरण करूं भगवान आपका ही चिंतन हो. स्तुतिर्वचः, जो भी मैं बोलूं भगवान आपका ही गुणगान हो. तो इस तरह से हमारे सभी कार्य सेवा के रूप में ही होने हैं. मैं बैठा हूं, मैं बोल रहा हूं, मैं चल रहा हूं, सब सेवा ही होना चाहिए. वो उस श्लोक में बहुत अच्छे से बताया. आप बाद में श्लोक ले सकते हैं इनसे, उसको याद कर सकते हैं.
Generally the prides come when we compare between two things, like someone we can see that devotee is not doing these things correctly and we
He is
assume.
not the doer, just like you are not the doer, he is also not the doer. So if you think you are the doer, that is one type of ignorance.
So in that we have to practice that we are what we are practicing also not by us.
Yours is only desire, and then Krishna is arranging so many things for you. जैसे अभी now you are able to ask question. अगर माइक्रोफोन नहीं है तो आपको चिल्लाना पड़ेगा, और माइक्रोफोन भी है लेकिन आपका काम नहीं कर रहा है, फिर आप कुछ और ही पूछोगे. आप बोलोगे कि मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, अभी तो था मेरे मन में, अभी क्या यहाँ. सॉरी ब्रो, बाद में पूछता हूँ मैं, याद आएगा तब. है कि नहीं? ऐसा होता है कि नहीं? हमें कुछ पूछना या कुछ ऐसा और बाद में याद ही नहीं आ रहा है, और वो है सामने प्रभु, और वो बाद में प्रभु बाद में पूछता हूँ, याद नहीं आ रहा है. वो इतना सामने है, पूछ सकते हो, बोले पूछो, नहीं प्रभु याद नहीं आ रहा है. तो कौन कर रहा है ये?
कृष्ण.
आप तो पूरा क्लियर थे ये प्रश्न पूछना है, और उधर आके ब्लैंक कैसे हो गया? कौन है पीछे? कौन है इसके?
कृष्ण.
भगवान है. भगवान ने भुला दिया आपको. तो भगवान सब कार्यरत कर रहे हैं. ही इज वर्किंग एवरीवेयर. यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर. अभी आप प्रश्न पूछ रहे, समझे हवा निकाल लिया भगवान ने आपके प्रश्न के 5 मिनट पहले, हवा ही निकाल लिया पूरा दुनिया का. क्या प्रश्न पूछेंगे? और उत्तर देने वाला किधर रहेगा? वो हवा हवा हो जाएगा. समझ रहे ना? तो लॉर्ड इज कंट्रोलिंग. दैट्स व्हाट प्रभुपाद इज मेकिंग वेरी क्लियर. ये कहाँ है? 13th चैप्टर ऑफ 10th कैंटो. प्रभुपाद का लास्ट कुछ परपोर्ट दिए जा रहे. इसके बाद प्रभुपाद शरीर छोड़ के चले गए. तो इस परपोर्ट में है ये, everything is moving by the will of the supreme. This consciousness is called as Krishna consciousness. प्रभुपाद का वो ऑलरेडी, इसलिए तो पूछा था ना कि प्रभुपाद डू यू हैव एनी लास्ट डिजायर, अंतिम इच्छा. प्रभुपाद सेड किछु इच्छा नहीं. एंड देन दिस इज द थिंग. इन वन सेंस उसका ही एक्सटेंशन यहाँ बोला जा रहा है परपोर्ट में. जो भी इस्कॉन का एडवांसमेंट हुआ 12 साल में 108 मंदिर हुए, हजारों शिष्य बने, लाखों किताबें बांटी, गौशाला, गोविंदा, ये सब जो रेस्टोरेंट, कृष्ण की कृपा से हुआ। और अभी कृष्ण के ही इच्छा से चला ये सब, ये चलता रहा है और चलता रहेगा। मेरा सेवा अंत हो रहा है, मैं जा रहा हूँ गोलोक वृंदावन, भगवान बुला रहे हैं। इतना बड़ा सोचिए, हम वी हैव सम स्मॉल 5-10 बॉयज, हम जा रहे हैं किधर 10 दिन के लिए पूना वगैरह, तो मन में विचार आता है इनका क्या होगा, इनके लिए क्या करूं, शायद जूम मीटिंग देता हूँ वहां से, कितना विचार करते हैं, कितना चिंतित हो जाते हैं, है कि नहीं? वही अगर आप प्रेसिडेंट हो, वही अगर आप जीबीसी हो तो कितना और प्रभुपाद तो फाउंडर आचार्य, 108 मंदिर दुनिया भर में, कितना पागल हो जाना चाहिए व्यक्ति को, अरे मेरे बाद क्या होगा ये सब मंदिरों का, ओके तुम ऐसा करो, तुम ऐसा करो। नहीं, प्रभुपाद बस भगवान चला रहे, भगवान ने इस्कॉन स्थापना किया है और चलाया है और वही चलाएंगे, मैं तो एक निमित्त मात्र। बस भगवान ने अर्जुन को क्या बोला, अरे इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टाइम आई हैव किल्ड देम ऑल। यहां आए हैं अपनी मर्जी से, बाहर कोई भी नहीं जा पाएगा, यहां से आए हैं सब अपने मर्जी से, ये युद्ध में सब के सब मारे जाएंगे, कोई जा नहीं सकता यहां से, कुरुक्षेत्र से सब मारे जाएंगे, सिर्फ पांडवों को छोड़ के और कुछ 1-2 लोग। तो बोले ये तो उनको तो मैं मारने ही वाला हूँ टाइम के रूप में, तो अच्छा है कि अर्जुन तुम लड़ो, तुम क्रेडिट ले लो, बिकॉज आई वांट टू गिव क्रेडिट टू माय डिवोटीज। तुम लड़ो, तुम लड़ो, तुम्हारा गुणगान होगा, एंड दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट, क्योंकि तुम मेरा गुणगान करते रहते हो हमेशा, तो मैं भी चाहता हूँ मेरे भक्तों का गुणगान हो। तुम लड़ो, मारने वाला तो मैं ही हूँ इनको, तुम नहीं मारोगे तो भी मैं मारूंगा ही इनको, कोई जा नहीं पाएगा ये भूमि से। वेरी क्लियर। सो दैट्स व्हाई डोंट थिंक दैट यू आर द डूअर। आपके पास एक ही चीज है, इच्छा। जैसे अभी मेरी इच्छा है कि मैं प्रवचन दूं, तो बाकी सब फैसिलिटी कृष्ण ने दी है, कृष्ण ने मुझे लाया है वाराणसी में, कृष्ण इज अरेंजिंग ऑल ऑफ यू, कृष्ण इज अरेंजिंग साउंड सिस्टम, मीन्स देयर आर अदर डिवोटीज हु आर इंस्ट्रूमेंटल, बट कृष्ण हैज अरेंज्ड एवरीथिंग, है कि नहीं? बहुत सारी चीजें आपके लिए नहीं अरेंज हो सकती, जैसे अच्युत मोहन प्रभु वांट्स टू मीट मी, बट कृष्णान प्रभु आ गए, उनके साथ उनको प्रयागराज जाना पड़ा, उनके साथ रहना पड़ा, तो अभी तक मिले नहीं है। तो आपके हाथ में सब चीजें नहीं है, आप करना चाहेंगे कुछ, लेकिन आप कुछ कर नहीं पाएंगे। जैसे प्रवचन में भी होता है, इसका बहुत साक्षात्कार मिलता है प्रवचनकारों को, इतना सारा हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं और एक पॉइंट कुछ तो रहता है बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है ना, ये बहुत अच्छा रहेगा, और बाद में प्रवचन के अरे वो पॉइंट ही रह गया, अरे वो नोट्स में तो था लिखा उधर, वो नोट्स में से तो सब कुछ मैंने रिपीट किया, ये कैसे रह गया, समझ गए ना? तो भगवान गिव्स नाइस रियलाइजेशन। आई गिव भगवद गीता इन शॉर्ट, आई वाज टोल्ड प्रेफरेबली 20 मिनट में, 15 मिनट अच्छा रहेगा, मतलब नहीं थोड़ा 20, तो करते करते वो 30 मिनट में हो गया पिछले साल के गीता जयंती के दिन। तो 30 मिनट आई श्लोक क्वाइट अ गुड समरी ऑफ मिस कृष्णा यूज्ड मी टू बी वेरी प्रिसाइज। तो 30 मिनट का हो गया, लेकिन क्या हुआ कि जब वो नोट्स जो मैंने श्लोक महत्वपूर्ण लिखे थे एंड बोलता जा रहा था, 30 मिनट में सब कवर करना है, 700 श्लोका का जो अंडरस्टूड है ना, महत्वपूर्ण श्लोक और ये सब, तो करते करते क्या हुआ, बीच में उसका कैमरा का बैटरी ही चला गया, वो जो कर रहा था वो वीडियो शूटिंग। तो फिर तो तो उसने मुझे बोला कि प्रभु जी वो रुक गया है, आपको थोड़ा फिर से पीछे से बोलना है। तो मैं कर दूंगा बाद में, ज्वाइनिंग कर दूंगा मैं, तो मैं वो कर दिया, तो थोड़ा पहले एंड आ रहा था पास में, तो दैट्स वेयर द बैटरी गॉट दिस थिंग। तो उसमें करते करते शायद मेरे अंदर थोड़ा डिस्टरबेंस हुआ होगा, ये क्या हुआ जो भी है, तो करते करते एग्जैक्टली सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य ही श्लोक छूट गया। बाकी इतने सारे श्लोक जो बाकी लोगों को पता भी नहीं होंगे वो सब कवर कर दिए मैंने, और सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य ही छूट गया। आप देख सकते हो, उसका रिकॉर्डिंग होगा, वो क्या कहते हैं वो एनवीसीसी के यूट्यूब पे वगैरह। तो बाद में मैंने सोचा अरे ये सबसे महत्वपूर्ण श्लोक प्रभुपाद इतना कोट किए, हम भी इतना लेक्चर्स में बोले, एग्जैक्टली ये कैसे उधर उधर लिखा है ना, वो नोट जो मैं देख रहा था वो कैसे मेरे आंखों के सामने से छूट गया, मेरे मुंह से निकला ही नहीं। तो कृष्णा इज इन कंट्रोल, हम क्या करें, हम तो कठपुतली है। व्हाट डिड प्रभुपाद से, नचाओ नचाओ प्रभु, नचाओ से मते, आश्चर्य पोतली जाता, नचाओ से मते। आपने इधर लाया है मुझे, तो है ना कुछ कार्य है आपका, आपका कार्य है, आपने लाया कुछ कार्य आपका, तो आप अभी नचाओ आप, इफ यू वांट मी टू डांस आई एम रेडी टू डांस। सावर्स इज ओनली डिजायर, बाकी चीजों के लिए क्रेडिट मत लो आप, आपकी मूर्खता हो जाएगी फिर वो, इट्स इग्नोरेंस।
And Prabhuji, you explained about.
ऐसे भी देखेंगे ना हम, कभी कभी हमारी इच्छा नहीं होती, समझे, कुछ ऐसा यात्रा वगैरह या कुछ मीटिंग है, मीटिंग टेम्पल में, हमारी इच्छा नहीं, हम गए ही नहीं, और बाकी सब गए और उनको इतना लाभ हुआ, वो इतना गुणगान कर रहा है, हमें बताए, तो हमने कहा हाँ जाना चाहिए था मैंने, लेकिन उस समय मेरी इच्छा नहीं हो रही थी। मैंने सोचा थोड़ा फीवर था परसों, ऐसे इतना भी फीवर नहीं था, फीवर तो चला गया था, जा सकता था मैंने ही ना बोल दिया। यू अंडरस्टैंड ना? अब जाते तो बहुत कुछ होता था, बाकी लोगों को लाभ मिला, उन्होंने इच्छा की, वो गए, उनको गुलाब जामुन मिले उधर, मीन्स स्पीकर के मुंह से भी और प्रसाद के प्लेट में भी, दोनों। तो लेकिन आपको नहीं हुआ क्योंकि आपने इच्छा नहीं की।
Prabhuji, you were explaining about the three relation, senior, equal, and that's
That
junior.
is told in Bhagavatam only.
So this is like a spiritual senior, equal, junior, or by age only.
It's understood in spiritual life ना, because but it can be applied in material life also. गुणाधिकान मुदम लिप्से, जैसे सब जो क्रिकेट ये रहते हैं फैंस, यू नो, दे हैव सचिन तेंदुलकर और कपिल देव, किसी का तो फोटो रहता है उनका, है ना, और उनके उनके स्टाइल के अनुसार चलते रहते हैं वो लोग, है कि नहीं? तो फिर उनमें वो गुण आ जाते हैं उस व्यक्ति के, मटेरियली भी ऑल्सो इट इज ट्रू, बट लेकिन न तापे रवि भूयते, दैट इज नॉट ट्रू, फॉर दैट स्पिरिचुअल ओनली हैज टू बी देयर ना। 3 तापों के ऊपर उठना कोई आसान चीज है क्या? समझ रहे ना? दैट हैज टू बी स्पिरिचुअल ओनली।
In spiritual life only, that devotee, you said na, that by age you are not equal in spiritual life.
No, it is not no consideration of age. It's a consideration of gunas na, and consciousness. I already told na.
So how to
गुण
identify?
अधिकान मुदम लिप्से, जिनमें हमसे अधिक गुण है, वो एज के वगैरह नहीं होता। एज में आप बहुत वृद्ध हो सकते हैं, लेकिन आप में वो गुण नहीं होगा। यस।
Prabhuji, you told like जैसे कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि जब हम किसी से तारीफ लेते हैं तो वो एक आ जाता है कि लाइक उसको कृष्ण को ऑफर करना चाहिए, गुरु को ऑफर करना चाहिए, लाइक वी एक्सटर्नली समटाइम ऑफर्स कि लाइक हाँ प्रभु ये हमने नहीं किया है तो कृष्णा के मर्जी से हो गया, बट
नहीं, हमने किया, लेकिन कृष्ण की कृपा से कर पाए।
हाँ मतलब
ऐसा नहीं कि आपने नहीं किया, आपने किया।
हाँ, so but sometime in the heart like ये इंटरनल मूड नहीं होता है, एक्सटर्नली वी शो ऑफ बट इंटरनल मूड नहीं होता है, तो लाइक
अरे मैंने ही तो किया था, और कौन था? अंदर की आवाज है।
तो लाइक
जो अंदर परमात्मा सुनते हैं, उन्होंने नोट किया है, ही इज वेटिंग फॉर अप्रोप्रिएट टाइम, जिधर आपकी धुलाई करेंगे वो, ही विल प्यूरिफाई यू। अगर आप इफ यू कंटिन्यू विद दैट प्राइड, कृष्णा विल प्यूरिफाई।
So like externally we should show like what is internally, or we should like externally act.
No, we should act humbly only. Arrogantly नहीं बोल सकते, अरे हाँ प्रभु मैंने ही तो किया, और कोई था क्या बताओ? हाँ क्या बात कर रहे? अब देखा नहीं क्या मैं अकेला था उधर, मैंने ही तो किया सब कुछ, और मैंने किया इसलिए तो इतना अच्छा हुआ, कोई और कहता तो क्या होता था? हाँ, कुछ अकल है कि नहीं आपको? ऐसे सब नहीं बोल सकते, दैट इज टू मच। इवन इफ यू डोंट फील, यू शुड एक्ट हम्बली, स्पीक हम्बली ऐसे। लेकिन अंदर की आवाज जो आपकी आ रही है, भगवान नोट करते हैं, वो सामने वाला प्रभु तो नहीं नोट कर पाए। परमात्मा बोलते अच्छा बेटे, थोड़ा 2 दिन रुक, ऑस्पिशियस डे इज ऑन द 3rd डे, सबके सामने तुझे शुद्ध कर देता हूँ, तो कर देंगे बराबर। लॉर्ड इज अवर वेल विशर and even pure devotee, you are ever well wisher, Prabhupada said. So if you hear from pure devotees, you'll see how they are our well wishers. Like one devotee, he gave, I heard Prabhupada, he gave Prabhupada one check of $108,000. बहुत पैसे होंगे उनको। So he was feeling internally very proud कि इतना बड़ा amount का check दे रहा हूँ। Prabhupada will give a broad smile and he'll say, thank you प्रभु, ऐसा कुछ तो बोलेंगे ना, इतना बड़ा अमाउंट दे रहे हैं $108,000। सो देन मीन्स इंटरनल वो था, प्राइड था, एंड प्रभुपाद से थैंक यू वगैरह अपेक्षित था, तो लेकिन ऊपर से तो वो हम्बल थे, तो चेक दिया प्रभु, प्रभुपाद जस्ट अ स्मॉल ऑफरिंग फ्रॉम माय साइड, लाइक दैट। अंदर लड्डू फूट रहे थे कि प्रभुपाद विल सी, अरे बाप रे 108। तो प्रभुपाद ने हाथ में लिया, उसको देखा, कुछ एक्सप्रेशन नहीं फेस पे, एंड देन प्रभुपाद सेड you could have given 109. You only gave $108,000. You should have given $108,9,000. उसका पूरा पंक्चर कर दिया। अरे मैंने सोचा प्रभुपाद थैंक यू बोलेंगे, प्रभुपाद बोल रहे कम क्यों दिया? तुम कंजूस हो या तुम स्वार्थी हो, कम दे रहे हो, ज्यादा देना चाहिए। उसका पूरा पंक्चर कर दिया, और स्माइल वगैरह कुछ है ही नहीं प्रभुपाद के फेस पे। तो ऐसे प्योर डिवोटीज प्यूरिफाई, इसलिए उनकी सेवा करनी चाहिए। यस। सब मैदान में धूल प्राप्त हुए, इंक्लूडिंग मी, मैं भी। ठीक है, फिर यहीं पे रुकते हैं। चलो प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी।